There's not that many lyrics to the song.
No. I was like a room without a roof. Be a fucking Brazilian favela.
All you've ever listened to is the happy part.
It really is.
You didn't realize that
No.
none of the other lyrics are meaningful at all.
No. We have production, by the way, starting tomorrow. I just wanted to start with that today. That was my request.
Well, welcome to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Yes.
Yes, Jim made the request to start with a song
Happiness.
of happiness.
And joy.
Because that's what the show is all about, isn't it?
Yes. I said, do you have Tefty? And they said, what's that?
right off the bat.
Yeah. Travis pretended he couldn't find it in the Teft box, but we know it's in there.
Oh my God, are people enjoying that? I can't believe how many tweets I get.
I can't keep up.
Yeah, there's
created a fucking monster.
I can't believe there's two themes that I feel like are prevailing. The Teft theme has gone completely out of control.
Yeah.
And then bubbling under the surface is a Twitter account called Sam Roberts.
My favorite thing.
Where they just extend my face below my nose so I look like Harambe.
But it really is done very well.
It is.
Where you do look chimp-like. And the only problem is that the one in the... oh, those are so good.
My chin is pointier. And so what they really do is extend, I think. They widen my nose and then extend the space between the bottom of my nose and the top of my upper lip, which is thin anyway.
Oh, I thought it was like manipulate your ears a little bit. The face looks normal.
No.
It does.
No.
Look at Andre the Giant.
In that photo, yeah, but not in real life.
All of those parody accounts, those guys who are doing photoshopping are funny.
By the way,
they're all fucking funny.
We say those guys like it's not one obsessive dude just manipulating photos of all of us all the time.
I honestly don't know if it is, but he's hilarious. If it's one guy, it's hilarious.
Me and Hornswoggle.
They're just creative.
Yeah, especially because it's like, where do you get that idea from? Like, you're just staring at the pictures and realizing they're like, wait, if you extended that a little bit.
Yeah, and it's not over the top.
Right, there's a little bit of a Harambe thing going on.
I don't think anybody has to be like a mastery of the arts to see that you're chimp-like.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think that takes a keen eye.
Is that the same keen eye that would find the mixture of you and Bobo?
Absolutely.
Bobo.
Or Bald Opie, or fucking, what's the other one? Big Jim.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck.
Big Jim is
They're
great.
all funny parody accounts. Jim Bobo is really hurtful because my face really fits in those situations.
Yeah. Yeah, like it shouldn't.
Me and De Niro.
It shouldn't be that close. It shouldn't be that close of a comparison. But it is the shape of the face. You have the same shaped face as Bobo.
I know.
Big Jim might be my favorite, though. They just take photos of it's all group photos of Jim with whoever else. But they make Jim twice the size.
By the way, I've unblocked Bobo. You know, people on Twitter reached out to me last night, and I forgot that I'd blocked him. I just knew that Twitter was a more enjoyable, fun space, and I didn't know why. So I unblocked Bobo. People were like, unblock him. I'm like, all right.
Is it a trial period, or are you thinking that, are you turning over a new leaf?
Well, as long as he doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't bother me with a lot of shit.
I don't think he subscribes to Sirius anymore.
Maybe not. You know, he may have walked away.
Should see if we can guilt him into shelling out more dollars.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't.
He owes us.
He certainly does. I don't like the fact that Bobo's wearing the Mike Tyson sweatshirt in that one when he's with Kelsey.
That's actually Jim Bobo.
Oh, is that a combination
That's
of
a
us?
combination,
Oh.
yeah. I know. It's tough to tell. It's the stash. You should grow a stash like Jim
and my
Bobo.
the hair works. But they're all they're very funny. Me and Patrice just look silly.
They really are great. Wow. We're here.
Yes, we are.
I'm excited about it. I'm super excited about it.
I didn't sleep well last night. I think I'm
too excited?
No, I think I drank coffee too late in the day, and I have a bit of a sore throat. Nothing terrible, but I just wasn't physically feeling great.
What does drinking coffee too late in the day mean?
You know, it just keeps you up later.
No, I know that, but what time? I'm saying.
3 in the afternoon.
Oh, thank you. Caffeine.
Right. 3 in the afternoon. I think maybe for me that's a little bit too late.
What?
I don't know.
What kind of delicate old lady system do you have?
Maybe I was just, plus my bunions were hurt. I wasn't feeling too good. Plus this may just be, I was just amped to get started.
Yeah, I think it was the Jim Norton and Sam Roberts energy.
It might have been.
Pulsating and circulating through your body.
Absolutely. I'm still not that highly paid compared to the rest of the people at Sirius, but I'm just happy to be here.
Well, I'm psyched because, and this was done, I didn't want to say this before, because my negotiations just finished, and I'm officially the 147th highest paid host at Sirius XM. So and that's something
You're excited?
I told him I'm not signing if there's more than 147 people above me in terms of pay.
It's important to let people know that. 146 and 147. Proudly here this morning.
Checking in.
Absolutely.
That's it. Siri, if you go into Scott's office, he's actually got a ranking board of how much each host is getting paid, so you know exactly where you stand in terms of money.
Yeah, and he just kind of, and he had to shift quite a few over to the right to get to this one. Yeah, it was actually, Howard's not even number one, he's number two. Jenny Hutt is number one.
That's right.
Surprising.
That's right. It's because she's multi-talented. She can host, she can sing.
Yeah.
She can do whatever the company needs.
Yeah, it's the dildo show she puts on that's massively popular.
That's just an office thing.
Hold on, we had a sound coming out of the Tef box. What are you saying?
Good. It's past.
Okay.
Just teft it away.
Yeah. I saw some really funny ones.
Oh,
yeah.
Some really funny. People are funny.
I like how supportive people are being for us, and they're just hoping that Jim Norton and Sam Roberts, as a show, can stand the teft of time.
I do. I think they are hoping that.
Not going away.
No, it's not.
No,
Back
it
into
isn't.
the teft.
That was funny. Yeah. People are funny.
Yes, they
It's
are.
good. It's good. Yeah, I was surprised that that we're already getting some publicity for the show.
Wow.
I was surprised to read about the show this morning in the New York Post.
I wasn't, because I got a call from the reporter.
You did?
Yeah.
They didn't reach out to me. They said, no. 147 is a little too low on that ranking chart.
Yeah, 146 is where they stopped.
Yeah.
I talked to her. They reached out to my manager, and I said, no, I'll talk to her. But it was just a very brief chat, and they, in all honesty, didn't really go with anything I said, other than I think I said me and Sam Roberts. But they didn't. I talked a bit about the lead up to it, but
I'll be on
what they want.
So there's a little blurb in page 6 in the New York Post that talks about Opie moving to afternoons and us being here in the morning. I mean, when I read it, I was just kind of happy that my name was in the New York Post. And
yeah.
Beyond that, they didn't say anything bad about me or you or anything, so I was okay with it.
How could they? We haven't done anything yet.
I know.
By tomorrow, the fucking terrible reviews will be in.
Right.
But this is the beginning.
Right. So, but they didn't use your quotes.
There were no real quotes other than the fact that it was very open that I wanted the mornings and he wanted the mornings. My agent knew.
Right.
It wasn't sneaking around with it.
Right.
I said I wanted to do this time. And, my agent, the only reason I didn't fire him, he's like, I can't make them give you a certain time. So, you know what I mean? It was like a conflict of interest, but, I like the agent, so.
People were excited. I was in Nashville over the weekend, and I was sitting in the airport, and I don't think maybe sometimes when you say things on the air, you have any idea of the impact that they have. Remember when we were doing shows last week and the weeks leading up, you were coming up with your little clever names for them?
Yes, I was.
This woman came up to me in the airport yesterday morning, and she was like, Sam. I was like, hey. And she was like, oh, I'm a big fan. Me and my husband are really excited about the new show. I was like, oh, thanks. She was like, Horsecock and Sam. I was like, that's
the one that resonated the most.
I don't know why.
I know why. It's true. It's true. People like that.
I wish you'd gotten the Post to print Horsecock and Sam.
Yeah, that would have been Horsecock and Sam would have. Oh, I didn't even think of it.
Yeah.
But then I did. They said Norton.
That's
People
right.
will understand. That's Horsecock.
They'll figure it out.
Imagine that they had to put horse plank and Sam. But then people would have thought it was horse shit and Sam.
Which still would have been accurate.
It certainly would have.
That's so strange. But yeah. So, how was your weekend? Your long weekend?
It was good. Nyack was amazing. I mean,
I wanted to go to the Nyack shows, but I was in Nashville.
I know you were. You had Sam had a pre-plan. That's why we're starting today. Literally, this entire channel's restart was because Sam was away.
Right, number 147, controlling things again.
Who saw that coming?
Well,
it was because you were away. That's why we're starting now. Opie's starting today. We're all starting because you were away.
I know. I was thinking
Big Dick Roberts was away, fucking swinging his giant cock in Nashville.
I was going, guys, I made plans before any of this was happening, and I'm traveling back on Monday morning, and they were like, no problem. We'll delay the relaunch of the entire channel by a day. You got it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I can get used to this.
So I talked to some people in Nyack, and there was a lot of people. The crowds were great, and a lot of people were very happy and psyched that we're doing this. So, And again, it's been a weird weekend. We're in a weird position. Like, Opie's kind of throwing little jabs on Twitter, and I'm responding. And it's like, are we going to get into a Twitter war or a verbal all-out bash fest? I'll leave that up to him. If he wants to, I'll do either.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, that's okay, too.
I would hope not. It seems a little silly.
It's fine either way.
You know?
I mean, in all honesty, I'm not saying I want to. It's I was going back. It's funny. I was talking in DM with someone on Twitter last night.
It goes down in the DM usually.
It really does. Yeah, you get things done in DM. Just talking, and it's almost like when you know somebody for that many years, it's not as easy as people think to say things that are fucking horrible. And it's not out of being afraid. He's not my boss anymore at all. But it's like, you know the guy a long time, and he knows me a long time, and you say, am I going to say something that's never going to be retractable? I have to be very angry to say shit like that. Like, I have to be pushed to a certain point.
Yeah.
Where when I'm that angry, I have a very, very fucking big mouth, and it scares me.
I also don't think that there's any reason in the position that you're in to take shots beyond what are being taken at you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I know some people have a bloodlust about it, and I get it. I understand that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the show is, right?
Yeah.
Like, people just hoping for war at all times, and you can't really blame them because we cultivated that. But
we certainly did. Yeah, I don't blame them at all, and I'm not. I don't think they're wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying I kind of wait and see what. What punches are thrown at me, and then I'll absorb them, or I'll fuck it. But I'm not going to let any go on. People keep saying take the high road. People who say that to me, shut up, the fuck up, take the high road.
All right, I won't call anymore.
But you know what I mean? It's this whole thing of like, let somebody say things that you don't like, and I can't do that. I can only respond to things I don't like. But I don't like to be in that situation. You don't like to be the one who's having things said about them. And any more than he would. He would, if I was saying shit, he would respond. So
right.
We'll see what happens. We have a guest situation, which I'm going to make public. It may not be accurate either, but I got a text from a guest yesterday, a comedian friend, who asked about coming on the show. Now, I don't want to throw the guy under
this show.
This show, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to read the text because there was nothing sneaky about it at all. But I want to make sure that this is not what's happening. He asked me,
"Is it Paula Poundstone?"
I don't know Paula. You know, it's funny. I've never met Paula Poundstone. I got this text from a comic. And it's not a comic who's on every day.
So it might be Paula.
No, she's never been on. She wouldn't text me. I'd be my first response would have been, Paula, wow, it's funny, we've never met. She was texting me about the show.
Okay, so that would have been a giveaway. Okay, all right.
Hi, Jim. We've never met, but I'm a lesbian. No, that's not the text. I'm improving.
I knew it.
Improv in the morning. Is it cool if I do your show in Opie's, or are you guys looking for exclusivity on guests? That was the text I got. I wrote back, as far as I'm concerned, do both. I am sure Ope will say the same thing. Then I get a text back. Since he had me on his show so much, I'm going to do his show a few times first as a loyalty thing, but I still want to, do you and Sam and blah, blah, blah. And I wrote back, well, did he request that? And he wrote, he thinks he'll feel better about it down the road, but not right now. So, and again, this guy was not being sneaky by telling me this. He's really genuinely trying to do the right thing. So he wants to go on his show and be supportive of him, but he likes us too. So,
but the response was like Opie wouldn't feel comfortable with him coming on the show our show for a while,
or us or sharing guests for the moment. I don't know what the tone of that was, but this guy's not being sneaky. He's not being a fucking twat. He's he genuinely likes Opie. He's trying to do the right thing. So I've taken that as that's a line in the sand, and he doesn't want to share guests. So I'll accept that and say that we will share no guests with his show.
Oof.
That's not my doing, but if that's the type of stuff that's happening behind the scenes, I would never, under any circumstances, think to say that to a comedian.
But of course not.
But if that's how, if that's what he's comfortable with, unless there's a big misunderstanding that he wants to clear up, but as far as I'm concerned, if that's it, then we will share no comedians.
Okay.
And that's not, I would never have thought to do that. But getting that text, I'm like, is that what's been fucking going on behind the scenes?
Right, that's weird. That's weird. Hopefully it's something, because that's very strange to just start doing that all of a sudden, because that would be something that you guys talked about other shows doing in the past and being like, that's a shitty thing to do.
Yeah, especially if it's people that know both of us.
Right. Right. You don't want to tell. It's like Catch Me If You Can. When Leonardo DiCaprio is given, he
such
said,
a good movie.
It's the best movie.
I didn't realize pilots were so popular.
Girls loved them.
They certainly did. What were you saying?
He gets the piece of paper, And they're like, you can go into the kitchen, you can take your time. But when you come back in here, you have to write your mom's name or your dad's name on that paper, and that's who you'll live with. That's why he ran away and started becoming a pilot and a doctor and a lawyer and everything you could imagine. I hope we don't chase anybody out of comedy.
I hope not either. I hope their own lack of ability chases them out of comedy. But yeah, I don't want to get into that, man. I really don't. That's not the way I want to look at comedians or guests in general. But again, I take the people who tell me take the high road. Stop telling me that. That's fucking codependent shit.
Right.
No. Let somebody else do the thing, and you just kind of no. So I don't want to get into that, but if that's the way it's going to be, then I'll accept it. I will accept that line in the sand that I did not draw. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping that's mistaken. And nobody fucked anybody out of their spot. So if you hear anything different, it's a fucking lie.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll do. Today we get Johnny Bench.
And let me tell you something, Johnny Bench. Hope you weren't planning on doing any shows in the afternoon because the line's been drawn.
Absolutely. I got a good fucking joke for him when he comes in.
What
would you sit on in between innings?
It's the bench.
Go sit on yourself.
It's just stupid. You've probably heard it before.
You think so?
I think so.
Hey, what do you do if you put your jacket on? Is that a bench warmer? Fucking killing that cocksucker.
Because he would be warm himself, you mean? Yeah, okay.
He was a great second baseman.
Well, I hate the added syllables.
You do it, don't you?
The worst. It's so stupid. It's like what a 4-year-old does.
Yeah, but it really is, it's very hard to not say it that way after a while.
Not to say it that way.
Yeah, podcast. It's very hard not to say podcast.
And I feel like it's a long time coming. But from 90 Day Fiancé,
yes,
Russ and Power coming in here.
Yeah, it's funny. I got a couple of tweets. People like, why? It's like she's a friend from a long time ago. I've only hung with her once in Dallas. She came to a show, and it's like they're doing an update. Like, why not? I mean,
she's a hot Colombian chick.
I know.
Who's like on a hilarious show about people who are probably getting taken advantage of. What do you mean, why?
I know.
You watch her workout videos on Instagram.
Dude, she is fucking smoking.
She's incredible.
And credit to Russ. You know, everybody gave him a lot of shit. That big swinging dick Oklahoman, he made it work.
So far.
He made it work. Nah, he made it work.
I've been watching that show. And he's out of a job. And she's trying to get model work now. He is insecure, too. She went down to Miami or something. She's trying to get moved to Miami. It's all this drama.
Yeah, I've kept in touch. We have kept in touch.
You have?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice.
She told me that they were coming, and she actually asked, we'd love to come on the show. Come on.
Yeah, definitely. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm going to actually ask them about that, because I may want to bring somebody here from another country.
For what?
To start a podcast.
You mean, but I'm saying, you mean short term, I'm imagining.
Well, yeah, but I mean, maybe long term, who knows?
Not on a K-1 visa, though.
No.
Okay.
But about bringing...
See, when you say that there's somebody coming in here who's famous for coming to the United States on a K-1 visa, and you're like, I'm going to ask her, I might want to bring somebody over. It's not crazy for me to be like...
No, that's true.
You want to marry somebody in
yeah, but the marriage the marriage would be illegal in a lot of places. But I just want to bring this young lady over.
Maybe the ceremony will have to take place outside of the country.
Yeah, perhaps in Massachusetts or for Iowa. But it's one of those things where, like, what do you have to do to bring somebody, like, legitimately to vacation for a week or two to the States? Is it that hard to come here or no?
I think you could just vacation.
You're allowed to just vacation.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I don't. Here's what I don't like. I don't like the scornful sounds coming from the TEF box.
Oh yeah. Well, the TEF box, the idiot meter's going off in the TEF box.
It certainly is.
Getting tefty.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's getting very tefty in there because one of the hosts of the show, the idea of vacationing in a foreign country is a foreign concept to them.
Well, no, Brazilian girls couldn't come to the States. That was very hard to get Brazilian girls up here.
On a vacation?
I think so. Back in the old days, we tried or talked about it.
So is that the only reason you've never vacationed for like more than a week outside the country?
I don't want to get stuck. It's like that Tom Hanks movie. I'll be in the airport forever.
No, but bringing girls coming here, aren't they stricter with girls coming here?
No, because if they're just coming to vacation, then they can stay in here for, I think, 45 days before they have to go back.
Right.
I believe.
45 days for vacation,
I think.
I'm not so.
100% on that.
90 days for the engagement thing if you're going to get married. But yeah, I mean, you're allowed to vacation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Just checking.
Otherwise, like, when Trump starts talking about, like, Muslims coming in the country...
Has he mentioned that? Oh, I haven't heard.
He's mentioned it here and there. You'd be like, well, Muslims aren't allowed in the country anyway. What do they think? They could just come in here and vacation? No, there's laws against that.
I shouldn't have said anything. I should have let you petition the government to let somebody come vacation here.
I wouldn't have petitioned the government.
I want to read what Norton's love notes look like. Like, it's like they're just like star-crossed lovers in the night because he thinks that the girl can't come here for 5 days.
Yeah. Are you looking at the Big Dipper? Me too. I wish you were here. I wish you could come here. It's like, I'm at the airport, stupid. On my way. Oh.
Yeah, I bought a plane ticket. That's all. I have a passport. That's
Fucking Google Translate is awesome.
Are you really talking to somebody from outside the country?
Yeah.
From where?
Same country Pal's from.
Colombia. Where'd you meet her?
We met through friends.
What friends?
We have mutual friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Some dead presidents. We met through Hamilton.
My friend Benjamin. And you might bring her out here for how long? Would you want to do that?
Yeah, a week or whatever. I don't know. She may even have friends in the States. People vacation here all the time.
Well, I don't understand why. Are there not friends that you could meet through those friends here in the States?
Sure. There are plenty that I have.
Right. I thought so. You're a very popular guy.
Yes, I am.
Lots of friends.
Lots of friends.
Friends of friends are Jim's favorite people.
I'm trying to get back into Friendster. Do you remember Friendster?
Yes,
I'm looking to do
course.
some Friendster.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, why wait for MySpace to come back when you can go all the way back to Friendster?
Yeah. Do you take LinkedIn requests?
I sometimes, if I know them.
Stop sending me. Fucking LinkedIn is like a stalker.
Yeah.
I'm not interested. I'm not on LinkedIn. Go fuck yourself.
You know who loves LinkedIn?
Who?
Mike Bichetti. He loves it. He came on last time when he did the night show last week. He came in and he was talking about how LinkedIn has been really good for his career.
Cool.
Because he's gotten to meet a lot of people. He's been sending lots of people messages. That's why you don't want to be on LinkedIn.
Absolutely. He's an afternoon guy, by the way.
You're drawing that line, huh? Mm-hmm. I want, but so what motivated you to find a friend of a friend in Colombia?
Well, it wasn't like I was motivated. It kind of happens. I just farted.
I don't know how it happens.
You're talking for a while and you're like, wow. Why are you talking about Paula Poundstone today? We're looking at her on the thing.
I don't know why.
She just came up. Okay.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny.
You know, no real reason. Just you're talking, and then all of a sudden, you're like, hey, why don't you maybe come and visit? Very cute girl.
Yeah, I mean, I get. Now, are they? I would assume that they're better looking girls from outside the country.
Colombian women,
yeah,
are phenomenal.
They're incredible, right?
Oh, fuck, man.
What if Pal gets jealous? I think you kind of want Pal to get jealous.
Oh, no, it wouldn't even occur to me that she'd care.
You don't think so?
No. She'd probably be happy to get me somebody in her country. She'd be happy to. I want to just kind of pick her brain for information.
Oh, my God. We're looking at these chicks in Colombia. Is that what the girl looks like, kind of? Busty?
Yeah.
Is she a busty girl?
Big breasts, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not giant, but large. Nice girl.
Oh, my God. So how do you start talking to a Colombian girl?
You start chatting.
Where? I don't.
Well, when we're introduced through mutual friends. I'll just say that. I don't want to say who, because I don't want to blow her up.
Oh, okay. But you start chatting, and now you might be bringing one over here. That's fun.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
That'll be a fun thing. Actually, John in Georgia.
Oh, cool.
Has a suggestion. John.
We should take some calls, by the way, too.
Yeah, for sure. Welcome to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
By the way, I just got a text.
Hey, Sam, how's it going?
I just got a text from...
Hang on. An immigration attorney, but
John!
Like what you're looking for.
John!
Hold on, but sorry, John. I was just reading a text I got from Vinny Brand. Good news, you won't have to share me. I'm not welcome anywhere. Very funny, Vinny.
What's going on,
sorry,
John?
go ahead.
Yeah, listen, I'm not an immigration attorney, but it sounds like what you're looking for, you're probably going to need to get her a work visa. And in order to do that, you've got to prove that there aren't any Americans that are willing to do the job, which may not be hard, but it's some additional hoops you're going to have to run through.
Oh, that's if she's coming. I see. All right, well.
Well, technically, it's not work. It's pleasure, right?
Well, yeah, it's not.
It's not work. Shane in Indiana. Welcome to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. Shane, you there?
What?
What's going on, Sammy?
What's up, buddy?
I just want to say congratulations. Good luck on the show. I'm looking forward to hearing great things from Shallow Waters with Shark Boy and Jabberjaws.
That's the name of the show.
Shark Boy and Jabberjaws.
But, Jimmy, I had a question for you. What's up with the advice show?
You know, I don't know if I'm going to be doing that anymore. It's an option I can or I don't have to. But it's like, they want me more concentrating on this show, I think, which is okay. I don't know if I'm going to do Ozzy's Boneyard. I still can do that. There are options if I want to do them, I can do them. But they've been pretty cool about, look, if you just want to concentrate on the morning show, and I may do that. And we're still tinkering with the time, too, so... you know, we're still kind of figuring it out. I hate to say that and give a shitty answer, but that is really the truth of it.
I was hoping maybe we could turn it into, like, child care tips with Uncle Paul.
That would be a good show. Welcome to teaching them not to tell tall tales. Yeah. Welcome to Snitches at 3.
But real quick before I go, guys.
That would just work really well because it's the age and the time the show is on.
Yes, it would.
Lines are being drawn in the sand. I just asked that Ian Halpert go to afternoon.
What, buddy?
And,
he's asking about, since you want to draw the line, based on information that you received.
Responding to it, yeah.
Where does Ian Halpern land?
Please say daytime.
Oh, you said that. I guess wherever Ian Halpern goes first,
right.
Ian Halpern will stay.
Right. Okay.
But again, and then, I'm hoping that line is not there because I don't want to have to deal with that shit.
It's pretty shitty. But let me just say this. Opie, next time you release an open water video, make sure you're standing in the middle of it with a fucking cinder block tethered to your ankles.
Okay.
Sir, it'd be kind of hard to upload.
Yeah, exactly.
If someone's drowning, they couldn't upload. Plus, you wouldn't have Wi-Fi in the middle of the ocean.
Thank you, Shane.
God damn it. All right.
Yeah.
Shane.
It's like that Eminem song.
Which one?
The guy kills his girlfriend, and he's making the tape for Eminem.
How did he send it out?
He drives off the bridge.
Stupid Stan.
He can't see how Stan.
When he recognizes, oh, snap, it's you.
It really is. But listening back to some of those songs like that, the slang that's used in them, it was cool at the time. It's not cool anymore.
No, the best part of that song is the fucking the Dido song that's in there.
Do you listen to just the Dido song?
I have, yeah. But I don't like the second part. I just like the part that's in the Eminem song.
The hook?
Yeah.
You're a hook guy.
I certainly am.
You always have been.
In every way, shape, or form.
I went to the Johnny Cash Museum.
Oh, I've been down there. That's where I got my 2 most popular shirts from.
I've got it. So, the Johnny Cash Museum, first of all, when you walk in...
You ever hear Burning Ring of Fire?
Yeah, I've heard Burning Ring of Fire before.
Good song.
Yeah. It's a famous one.
Yep.
It's not exactly a deep cut. But you walk in and it's a store first.
Yeah.
And when I was looking around, I was like, there's no way that Johnny Cash would be like, yeah, this is what I wanted. There is every product conceivable with the word cash printed on it.
Yeah.
Like dog collars, there's like 15 different types of onesies, there's t-shirts, there's tank tops, there's matchbooks, there's everything you can possibly imagine.
I bought things for Bob Kelly's kid in there.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I ever gave them to him because I don't think I saw him.
When'd you go?
2 years ago. Poor Max. If Max stays the same height for the next 3 years, I have clothes for him. I got him a couple of Johnny Cash things. Or maybe I did give it to him. I don't remember.
They have playing cards and buttons and everything, and I was like, what the fuck? And so I went into the museum, and at first I was like, I don't know if I should be happy about this. I think they might be bastardizing the image of Johnny Cash.
Making some money for his family, though.
Well, I went into the museum, and I start going over. They have, like, everything he ever owned in the museum. Like, not just his Grammys and, like, notepads that he wrote on and everything, but everything. His old dog tags, his forms. Like, he must have been a hoarder. He didn't throw out anything.
I didn't go into the museum.
Oh, you didn't?
Nah, me and Kenny were like, fuck this. Let's just go in get a shirt and get out of here.
But you like memorabilia.
I do.
It's like everything. It's got all his outfits, all his guitars, his records.
Did you play any of the guitars?
No, they're not available for trial.
They should let you strum.
No.
Are you allowed to strum?
They're behind glass. There's no strumming. You know what the weirdest thing is?
Sure.
And
I've probably done it sexually.
By the way, I don't know if somebody's fucking around, but I just got a LinkedIn request.
Oh, good.
The weirdest thing in the whole museum is like halfway through, there's a photo area with a green screen, and you pose. Like if you're a woman, you kind of pose by your side, and you put your arm out, and they superimpose Johnny Cash.
I'll take the soup.
They put in Johnny Cash into the photo. But it's so like you're today taking a photo with this dead guy.
Is he in a coffin?
That's what the photo looks like. And he looks like, go back. And he,
That's creepy. I would never watch that.
It's really creepy. It's really creepy. There's something not quite three-dimensional about it. It looks like a photo with a dead guy.
Let me think. I don't think I'd want that.
And he's smiling. That's it. And he's smiling. You see how he's there in between all the girls?
I do, yeah. That's him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be funny if they had him in a casket, though.
It would be.
Like rotting. You just lean in, there's a fucking half-rotted hand.
But he's still got the same hair.
The same hair. A little bit of his music piping through.
But as I was walking through, I saw that when he was still alive, obviously, later in his life, he was such a whore for merchandising that I felt completely better about the gift shop and went back to the gift shop and bought whatever I wanted to buy. He, in Canada, it was the worst thing I'd ever seen. And I love Johnny Cash.
Sure, me too.
But in Canada, they had...
You ever heard a boy named Sue?
Yeah, I've heard of a boy named Sue.
Fucking awesome song. He didn't write it.
It's one of his biggest hits.
He didn't write it, though. A guy named Shel Silverstein, I think, wrote it.
But it's still one of his biggest hits.
Teft is in there looking. There's one thing you don't want to question. It's my music knowledge.
Is that right?
It said that there's a humiliation coming for the Teft box.
I can't tell if you're serious or not. But
no, it was. Shel Silverstein wrote it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know it.
The guy who wrote those books that I read as a kid?
Did you read books as a kid?
Shel Silverstein?
I didn't know he wrote books as a kid. We both taught each other about Shel.
No. I read them as a kid.
You're thinking of the Berensteins. No,
I'm thinking of Shel Silverstein.
Jewish bears,
the guy who wrote like The Giving Tree and all that stuff.
Oh, I remember those books.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I never knew he was an author.
Oh my God, that's what he's known for.
I didn't know
It's like
that.
we're all coming together. You knew him as a songwriter. Teft knew him as
the man who molested him.
Yeah, as a child molester. Everybody's memories are meeting in the middle.
A giraffe and a half.
Those are very famous books.
They are
where the sidewalk ends and
a light in the attic. Yeah.
Oh, a light in the attic. Now that could be taken one of two ways. That could be taken that you get hope when you're addicted. Go ahead, back to you. Fucking boo.
But as a boy, also, they play some of his Johnny Cash's movies in the museum. And his movies are the fucking worst.
They weren't good.
No, he was terrible. When you go in the gift shop, his movies are there available, but you know that they're bad because they're like commercially released. I'm getting so many fucking LinkedIn requests right now.
Why? People want you on LinkedIn.
My phone is blowing up with stupid LinkedIn requests. When you go in, you see the movies, the DVDs, and like the covers are like Xeroxed. You know what I mean? It's not commercially printed and blah blah blah. It's like Xerox $2 supermarket DVDs. But he put out something called the Cash Card. In Canada, they licensed his name for ATM machines. So you could get the Johnny Cash Card.
Good for him.
And you could go and get some... See, that's it. You could go and get some Johnny Cash. It says, Johnny's big in banking, too.
Yeah.
Get the Cash Card.
Well, you had to capitalize on that before Jerry Mullah cornered the market.
Jerry Mullah, another singer-songwriter?
Made him up.
Yeah. That's
no such person.
That's what I thought. But yeah, once I saw the Johnny Cash Card... He tooted again. Once I saw
It's my excitement about the new morning show.
Once I saw the Johnny Cash card, I was like, you know what? It's fine. And I bought a Johnny Cash dog collar and whatever the fuck else I wanted to do at that point.
Yeah, why not? Buy it all. Who cares? Joe's with his family. He's probably happy about it. They probably got fucked in residuals back in the old days. Well, yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
He doesn't care one way or the other.
But if he was alive, he'd be happy his family's making some money.
Yeah. He'd prefer.
Yeah, he probably didn't get all the money he should have gotten from the old stuff.
No.
You got to rebox it maybe and remaster it and then you get some money, but I don't know. I bet he got fucked in recording deals.
He was making it up in the end though with the Johnny Cash card.
Sure was.
I was flabbergasted by that.
So we have calls. We should take some fan calls.
Yeah,
if
sure.
we have any.
Yeah, let's go to Rick and Charlotte.
I normally don't say that. I'm not that big on going to the phones.
What's going on, Rick?
Hey, guys, a 90-Day Fiancé. Yeah, you started to allude to it, but the reason they're out is there's a new show called 90 Day Fiancé, Where Are They Now? ?
Which is it's the best.
Yeah. It's a different show. They follow the same train wrecks that you guys have talked about before, and there's a new season of the show as well. But that's why they're out there. And like Sam said, it's just fun to watch these people implode. But Jimmy, I've been wanting to talk to you for a long time. I go overseas, and I go meet girls. Sam, I've talked to you about it before. I leave this Saturday for the Philippines.
I remember you.
8 days up. Yeah, I'm going to meet 8 different girls in 8 days. These are not prostitutes. These are regular girls off dating sites. Oh. They're 8s and above, between 20 and 25, and they want an American guy, and I'm meeting one every day.
That's what this dude does.
So is she.
But he goes like every couple years or whatever it does. He plans his trips. He's talked to me before.
Every 6 months.
Every 6 months. But he lines up dates for every single night.
And I respect that. And the Philippines is probably a good place. Mm-hmm. I just this person who I'm talking about is not a professional. No. I did actually meet this person through a friend of a friend, and I'm not going to tell you what country she's from. I'm not stupid. I'm from Colombia.
Can you say this? Is it an Asian country or another type? Because you weren't hot on the Asians before, and now it seems like you're coming around and more open-minded.
I'll be honest. I'm very, very interested in dating an Asian girl, although I never have.
Why is that?
Okay.
I don't know. Just because I never have.
Yeah.
There's some beautiful Asian girls. I just never have done it. But, I you gotta watch it with that too. I don't know if I'd be interested in going over there and just meeting someone who's looking only for an American. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong to do it, but I met this person through something else. Through right. And it honestly was through somebody that we both know. And, just chatting and, I just wasn't sure if you have to, cause everyone says America is hard to come to. Like, there's a lot of shit you have to go through, but it's like legit. She's like a regular person.
Well, you've seen the show. You gotta get a visa. And, I'm torn on the thing, too, of like you said, these girls are a girl who just wants to come to the country. But I guess the more I look at it, and Jimmy, as far as you don't look at it this way, they want something and I want something. I want a hot fucking life. They want to leave their desperate country. How can I, if you've been over there, do you understand why no one's happy in the Philippines? They're miserable. It's not like Thailand. They're miserable. Do you ever
think that, because you say that you've got your thing figured out, where you got your 8 dates lined up, you got your thing, yep. You go every 6 months. You don't think you'd ever actually bring somebody home and
yes. I want to do that. I do, absolutely.
But I want someone who likes me as well. Like, I don't want someone who just wants to come here just to stay, you know?
Of course. Of course, you're right. No, I don't want that either, right? That's the fear. I don't want somebody who just wants to get in. But, I mean, I get to know these girls. We talk on social media. I see their Facebooks. We're Skyping every day. So I feel like every one of these girls I've Skyped hours with. So I feel like I have, I kind of know I know their families. I know their jobs. These are girls who are either going to school or working.
So funny, the Skype thing. On this season of the 90 Day Fiancé show, there's this big, fat, blonde chick who lives here. She's like this young, fat, blonde girl who lives in the States, and she's talking to this guy from Morocco who's like a personal trainer. He's got abs on top of abs, and like,
ew.
He's super hot.
I know that, but abs on top of abs.
Jim, like, you need to realize something about me.
So does every good woman.
I can appreciate a great body, and I thought I made that clear.
You're looking at one.
Yeah, exactly. So she goes over to Morocco to meet him. And he instantly tells the camera, like, "Oh, I didn't know she would be so big."
Wow. That's them?
Sam, you're underselling this. Let me say one thing. Remember the girl from last year the woman that married Muhammad, the 45-year-old?
Yeah, the one who's on the recap show now.
On the way there. This girl, Jimmy, is basically the blonde that he's talking about. She's like 23. She's not 150. She's pushing 2 bills or above.
Easily above.
Disgusting. And we're talking the arm fat hanging. Every time they go upstairs, she's ready to take a nap.
And she's awful, too. I'll bring in some clips from this show so you can see. But she's, like, so awful. She's going, and he's trying to give her Moroccan food. And she's like, "I don't really eat that. No, I like fries and stuff. I don't really eat that." And he's like, "Do you want to exercise?" And she's like, "I don't really do that. All right, don't try to change me."
Ew.
She she got mad, and like said, this guy's in good shape. He's a thin guy in good shape.
He does.
Walking around with this 200+ pound blonde girl who can't walk 20 yards.
In Morocco, they probably thought it was a parade float.
Yeah, you got to watch the show, Jim.
All right.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you, Rick.
Take care, guys.
I'll talk to you later. There's also a moment where, because this guy, like we said, just an amazing physique,
By the way, where's the iPad that was here with the sound on it?
Oh, yeah, we need our sound machine.
And is the new car crash been loaded on it?
Go find it, Aid.
Yeah.
And the girl's mom, the big fat girl's mom.
Yeah.
She goes, our daughter is not the ugliest girl by any stretch, but she's not the most beautiful, and we just wonder what this guy's intentions are. Watching parents panic to the point where they're willing to say on national television that they do not have a physically attractive daughter, it's always good TV.
Absolutely. I've been hearing it from my parents for years. Like I'm your son. Like whatever.
Let's go to
Mo.
Jim
I'm right here.
in Ohio. It's a different Jim,
I like doing
actually.
name jokes.
I know, it's so much fun.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing? I just wanted to tell little Jimmy Norton and especially Kurt Cinnamon and Chipper and everybody else how excited I am that they re-signed.
Thank you. Your voice sounds familiar. You're a big chat room guy, aren't you?
Hey, yeah, Uncle Paul. Hey, also, Shel Silverstein was a very prolific songwriter. If you want to hear a great song by him, it's called The Winner, and it was recorded by Bobby Bear. It's kind of in that same vein as A Boy Named Sue. But anyway, welcome, guys, and I'm so glad you're on in the morning.
Thank you, my
Bobby
friend.
Bear. Yes! Thank you, buddy.
Let's go to Scott in Philly. Welcome to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. Scott.
Hello, what's going on, guys?
Hello.
Hey, Jimmy, I got a question for you. Maybe some advice you might be able to shoot my way.
Okay.
I recently came into some money, and I know that you are a transgender connoisseur.
Okay.
Is that confirmed?
Yep.
And I have the opportunity to meet one of two ladies, Maya Isabel or Naomi, what the hell's her last name? I don't remember her last name. She's the girl with the really big boobs with the big flowers tattooed around her nipple. Who would you recommend?
I don't know. I don't know the other girl, to be honest with you, so I can't say the one. Wherever your heart takes you.
Yeah.
And what do you mean Paul locked up the iPad?
I think he put it away with his stuff, not realizing that he wouldn't be here.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll get it from him this afternoon. Yeah.
I don't like the fact that Paul's not here. I don't like it at all.
No, but
he works for Sirius XM. He should be a part of this channel and a few of the shows in this channel.
we've told him he's welcome.
Yeah,
I told him
I want him here.
Yeah, to welcome to help us out. I love Paul.
So okay, we'll have that by tomorrow. That was just a miscue. Or if we have to get a new iPad, we'll do that with a real car crash sound on it and other sound effects.
I don't know. I thought that
that was fucking awful.
car crash one we were using last week was very fitting.
Get away! Shit.
John in Delaware.
Hello.
Hey guys, I got a question for Jimmy.
Okay.
Jimmy, you didn't meet this chick through Big A's ex-wife, did you?
No. Oh, no, the Trinidadian woman. No. No, he say I'm going to lose 100 pounds and been in the gym. Him look the same but sweaty. Him look exactly the same but like water got thrown on him. Look like a mountain with snow melting.
That is still one of my favorite bits ever. Was when you guys found out about Big A's.
Yeah. By the way, Andrew is losing some weight, so I'm very happy for Big A. Paul Field looks fucking great.
Does he?
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight, man. I'm really happy for him. And Big A, good luck to you. I see some photos of Big A going to the gym. I'm happy for you. You're going to add years to your life. So good for you, buddy.
This is good.
Yeah, good.
Mark, you're going to need those years to listen to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts in the morning.
That's right. We want our fucking lobby posters. All of us we're just being unreasonable immediately. Where's my fucking lobby poster?
What's up, Mark?
Oh, you guys are incredible. I was just wondering, I am so glad that Horsecock in the Morning is finally here.
Me too.
That should be the demand we make to Greenstein. We want lobby posters, and they need to say Horsecock and Sam.
Yeah.
Yes. But, Sam, I was wondering if you've heard of the candidate John Phillips.
I've not heard of that candidate.
Yeah, John Phillips. Fill up your mouth with D's nuts.
Nailed it. Completely nailed it. Thank you, Mark. Good call. Matt in New York, welcome to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Hello, Matt.
Hey, guys. I was just looking at, and I don't want to be the shit stirrer here, but I was just looking at Opie's Twitter, and he's calling out Doug Benson, saying that he's not telling the full story. And then he tweeted again, calling out Dan Soder, Florentine, and Rich Voss, saying he's done with the lies.
Well, then why do you have to go on? Why not just say that's not true? Miscommunication. Why the exclamation point on fucking? Doug wasn't being a dick, and I was keeping his name out of it. He was being he likes Opie very much, and he wasn't lying. He wasn't lying. He was like, what do I do? I'm trying to do the right thing. He wasn't trying to be duplicitous or an asshole. He was going out of his way to do the right thing.
Yeah.
That's all he was doing.
He messaged me, too. And that's clearly he was trying to figure out how to do things in such a way where...
paranoid thinking. You stop being paranoid? No one is lying. If it came out and just said, hey, look, this is just not the way it was a miscue, then fine. Right. I even said I kind of don't want that to be true.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you came on and said, I heard that this is what happened. I would like it to not be true.
Yeah.
If it's true. Blah, blah, blah.
You think I want to deal with comedians not coming on my show? I talked to Voss last night. First of all, Voss I would never keep from not coming on the show. I could never say no to stupid Voss. He's arguably my closest friend in the world. I just couldn't.
Right.
I love Rich too much. And, but just the paranoid reaction. Lies! Shut up!
I would imagine at this point what you want, Jim, is to just do the show without any of this stuff going on.
But just to say, like, fact, talked to a bunch of comics and told them I'd keep them out of the drama. Doug wasn't saying he was trying to get in the drama. Doug was being very genuine.
He was.
He wasn't trying to fuck him over. All he had to do was come on and go, no, that's not true. It was just a miscue between me and the comic. And that would have been the end of it. But I had to say something, because if I'm getting word that's what's going on, then I'm going to react. No one's lying. Ugh. Holy fucking shit. Stop being a victim.
Rick in Manhattan.
Yo,
welcome to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Good morning, guys. I want to wish you good luck on the best show. You guys two are the best part. And I just want to let you know, since 8 o'clock this morning, I'm massively fully erect.
That's great.
Thank you. So have we both been. Obviously, you can't see it, but right now we're helmet to helmet.
We're dueling lightsabers at the moment.
Yeah.
Having a good time. It's okay. Let's go to Josh.
Let's go to Josh.
In New Hampshire. Josh.
Hey, morning Fun Club holder, card number 1. Hoo-ah!
Oh, no.
See?
Can't steal Ron Bennington's thing.
We got the MFC. Okay? We're going to be just fine.
I seriously was going to cancel my subscription, but I'm so glad that you guys are on the morning. It sounds great.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Stop saying that.
Yeah, come on. Ronnie's going to think we're stealing this thing. I don't want to steal from Ron. All right, sir.
Okay, come on.
That's Ron's thing. We can't do that.
Right. It's not right. It's not right. Snowy in Michigan. What's up, Snowy?
Hey. Morning, guys. How y'all doing? Thanks, Jim.
Hi, hello, sir.
How you guys
brought
doing?
back memories.
Yeah.
You have a train of thought there, there. Anywho,
as a fan, I'm glad the dust has settled on this whole contract. Unfortunately, it looks like there's still a little bit of tension between the two. But hopefully, as a fan, these two good shows will come out of this. But question I had for you guys, though, some of you guys at least make as much as Dennis Falcone is.
Dennis Falcone is the highest paid person at SiriusXM.
He certainly should be.
And he is, I mean...
He certainly should be.
He's the piss lord, you know what I mean? You don't fuck with that guy's salary.
Yeah.
Kevin in Philly, welcome to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Guys, first off, snowy in Michigan, stay the fuck away from the morning show.
Snowy means well.
He really is just a good-natured guy.
Yeah, but this is the first time I've almost bitten Sam's finger. He's a good man. All right, what's up, bud?
Fuck that guy. Secondly, what blows my mind here is this drama unfolding, how everything that Greg Hughes is doing is everything he accused Howard Stern of doing at some point. I don't understand. He's like a mental patient, and it has to be so frustrating for you guys that it's a happy-go-lucky place, and that dude is bringing you guys down. It's crazy.
Well, the Stern stuff, as far as this, look, if Opie is saying that's not true, that was just a miscue, then why not just come on, be on the afternoon, just say that, like, nah, man, that wasn't what it was. Okay, fine. Instead of being paranoid, it's all lies. No one is making up a bunch of lies. For what? Why? If I was lying, why would I immediately come out and go, it might have been a miscue? Like, for what?
Right.
Like, what's my motive? What do you think, I want to battle over comedians with you?
That's the big confusion, man. I don't understand. Like, why is everything a fucking problem? You guys live a great life. That guy has a great life. He's just nitpicking and being so mentally insecure. It's for what? For why, dude? He created this fan base that harbored these monsters that we are to some extent, the pests. And then all of a sudden, he does a heel turn and shuns out this fan base. First off, the pest name is stupid. But shuns this fan base out. He shuns this fan base that gave him this title to be the third highest paid in Sirius. And now he shunned this fan base out and fucking hates us. We were groomed to call out bullshit. We call him out in his bullshit. He doesn't accept it. He plays victim. It's hilarious to watch from our seat.
The thing I don't like is the playing victim. It's like we're all grown-ups. We have differences of opinion and differences of stuff. But, you know, we really are well paid to do what we do. It's a fun fucking job.
Yeah, I mean, 146 and 147.
Coming in and seeing Sam here. I really mean that. Like, it's fun. And you know what? Opie will feel great this afternoon seeing whoever he sees. He'll be happy that I'm not in that seat.
Which is fine by your...
I really don't mean that to be shitty. It's one of those things where it's just a relief. Okay, you can move on, and I can move on. And he's going to say I lied about Anthony. You know, when I said that he didn't lied about defending Anthony, he did talk to management and try to get... Of course he did. But not to the extent that he implied. Not even close. So... You know, he'll go on a paranoid thing. Everyone's lying about it. No, just really not.
John in Washington. It's Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Hi, John.
John! Oh, boy. He got all scared. Let's go to... I don't know, everybody. Jason in Maine. What's up, Jason?
Hey, boys. How you doing?
Good.
Hello, Jason.
Hey, boys. So I just want to move on, and I welcome you guys both back. But let's start some new controversies. Sam, how did you get second bill on this card? Didn't Jim name first?
Because
they wouldn't put Travis second and Sam third. Like I asked them to. Jim Tefton Sam is what I wanted to call it.
And can we just change the name to Twink Radio? It's much more fitting for you Twinks.
They told me that as a couple, who's the top and who's the bottom, and that's how we'll build the show.
We're switches. Jim's a secret bottom.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, why don't we take our first break? Because,
we don't have food here. Oh, God, it's 9 o'clock already?
Yeah.
Wow, time flies.
We're having a good time. We've got a lot to get to
today. Are they
back
with the food?
What's the food scenario? Oh, yeah, look at that. I see somebody with glasses walking up the hall with a bag full of food.
Awesome. Paul said he will have the iPad for us tomorrow. Thanks, Paul. It was, I'm sure it was nothing. It was just...
He just locked it up in his desk, and then he found out he's working afternoons, so he's not here this morning.
So he just tweeted, and I hate to keep going to his Twitter, and this won't be happening every day. Let me just make this perfectly clear. I don't give a fuck who's booked on what show. That's what he had to say.
Yeah, perfect.
No, that's cool. I don't care who's booked on what show. Great.
Then we're done, right? Then that's all good.
That's all that matters. Good.
Good. All right. Now, I'll tell you who's booked on this show.
Yeah.
Johnny Bench.
Yes.
And Powell from 90 Day Fiancé, both going to be here.
Absolutely.
So we have a lot going on this morning.
We certainly do. We'll take some more phone calls.
Yes, we will.
We'll chit-chat with the listeners.
Oh, we got to get to the bottom of what's going on with this Kim Kardashian robbery. That's exactly.
It's all the bad feelings coming out of me.
Is that it?
Yep.
Is that it? How long is that going to last?
Dude, I got years worth.
Oh, no, that's going to stink so
yes,
bad.
It is.
We'll be back with Jim Norton and Sam Roberts after this. Welcome back. It's Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Yes, we got a bunch of phone calls and...
It's a new morning show.
Yes.
We're excited. Johnny Bench is going to be here in a little bit. Powell from 90 Day Fiancé. Also, we should mention, we're all across social media.
Yes.
We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Jim and Sam Show. So go to Facebook/ and Twitter/ and Instagram/ Jim and Sam Show.
And thanks to Rogan for the tweet last night. I didn't see that, but apparently Joe retweeted it.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it at the moment, so thank you. That was nice.
It's awesome.
And let's go to the phones, just see. And again, we don't want this to be any kind of bash fest. Like people want to call and talk, and and we don't have to fucking soft soap anything, as they say. Don't soft soap me.
A lot of people have been very cool on Twitter and all over the place. So this is very exciting. Sal on Long Island, welcome.
Hey!
How we doing, Sal?
We're doing good. We're doing. I give Power how you doing for me when she comes to this.
I'll do that, Sal.
Now listen. A lot of people bash on one show or the other. I want to listen to both. I want to regularly listen to both, and I'm really excited for 2 Christmases. That's what I'm excited for.
Good.
Really, 2 Christmases, 2 Easters, 2 Thanksgivings. It's going to be great. We're all going to get fat and a lot of presents. That's how I feel like this whole thing's going to turn out.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's like that's the way to look at it, but
and I think it'll get there.
Yeah, it's just still everyone's a little sore right now. Everyone's a little sour. So let's all calm down. Let's talk. Let's sit like gentlemen. We'll have coffee. Do what we got to do.
All right.
This is Sal Valentinetti.
Yeah.
How you doing? This is Sal from America's Got Talent.
Oh, I didn't
Sal
know
the voice.
Oh, hi, Sal.
How you doing?
I would have properly introduced you if I had known, Sal. If I had only known.
Hello, Sal.
Listen. If I'm calling in, I'm just Sal from Long Island.
There he is.
The guy.
There he is. Well, thank you very much.
The man.
Thank you very much, Sal the voice.
Thank you, Sam Roberts. Take it easy.
I'll talk to you later. Oh, look who we have on the phone on the celebrity hotline calling in.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing? Big fan, love you, love the show.
I hope they told you to say that before you called in.
They did. The screener told me. Travis Teft or something.
Yeah.
Told me to say that. Hi, guys. Congratulations on your program.
Well, thank you, buddy.
Thank you. A very tired Anthony Cumia, who was up late last night watching the big WikiLeaks presentation.
Oh, were you up late watching that?
Nothing. Nothing happened.
It was terrible.
What do you do? He plugged his book, and I was expecting something, and then we got nothing out of it.
Who thought that Julian Assange would take a fucking page out of the Jim Norton plug book? That's how I did it.
Yeah, that was a non-event, so... but, hey, I'll get up early to talk with Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Sure.
No, what you mean is you'll go to bed right after we're done. I think Anthony has been up all night.
Oh, believe me, the second I hang up, you can count to 10 and know I'll be asleep again.
By the way, my favorite thing of you right now, and I've loved it for a long time, is that photo of you in the fucking shark from Jaws, the mayor.
Blazer?
Oh, my God, do I love that awful suit.
That jacket is great with the anchors, the Mayor Vaughn jacket. And it's good for all occasions. I could literally wear that to a wedding, and it wouldn't anger anybody.
You should wear it on your show.
A collector's item. Yeah, I know. I should wear it on the show, but...
where did you buy that? Where did you buy that jacket, or did you have that made?
I didn't. That was made, custom made. The jacket itself wasn't available. You would think that thing would be all over the place.
No, you wouldn't.
Probably buy it.
And I would not think that's a popular item. I would not think that at all. Hey, are you having a Halloween party this year?
Yes. as a matter of fact. I think the theme is 70s television.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we usually have a theme over here. It's going to be 70s TV. So anything from, Columbo Columbo.
It may be technically in the 80s, but I think Jim would want to dress as a special guest star on a very special episode of Different Strokes that involves Dudley and Arnold.
Oh, yes, I would. I want to dress as Mr. Carlson from WKRP in Cincinnati on Different Strokes.
We'll get a few of the tops from the neighborhood to reenact the whole thing accurately.
So am I invited to your Halloween party?
Of course.
Okay.
You and Mr. Sam Roberts.
I want to go. I want to go.
Sammy, look at you two are great. I can't even believe it. After all said and done, there you two doing a goddamn show.
Thank you very much. We just hope it's popular. We're demanding lobby photos. We're really fucking annoyed that there's no photo in the lobby.
Yeah.
Man, they must be going nuts trying to figure out the photos and everything else over there. I guess you gotta give them a week or so.
Trying to figure out what the shows are and what the channel is and what the, like.
Yeah, what the channel is, the shows, who's there, who's not.
That's what I tried to, explain to people, and you know that as much speculation is going on, it's not like anybody here was holding back information. It's literally, that's how the decisions are made. That's when the decisions are made. You'll know when we know, which is probably the night before.
Really, Sam? I never knew that.
Yeah, sometimes they do spring information on you.
Yeah, I never knew that. Well, very, very cool.
How was your show, man?
Good. I'm having a blast tonight, as a matter of fact, at 7 o'clock. Eastside Dave. Remember Eastside Dave, don't you?
I do, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he put together a whole Star Wars thing, and everybody from my whole network was involved in reenacting Star Wars. So it's a whole Star Wars extravaganza, which airs tonight.
Are you cosplaying?
Well, I guess you could consider, but it's not.
Oh no!
But it's following the script and everything, and it's all acted out wonderfully. It's Star Wars done by us.
Wait, now have you filmed this already?
Oh yeah, it's all done. It's ready to roll at 7.
I'm going to watch it, and I know a lot of the people associated with your network. The big question on everybody's mind is what role will be filled by Daniel Bobo Curlin?
Daniel Bobo Curlin was an amazing R2-D2. He was actually going around going, beep boop, all right, beep beep boop, all right. Yeah. He had a light on his head. It was fantastic. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know how the hell I ended up in custody of all of them. But,
everybody went with you. You got Big A, and you got Bobo, and you got who are you playing in the Star Wars?
You really got fucked in the divorce settlement.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I had to support all the kids.
So first of all, we know who Big A is. Now, does he have to cryo freeze Han Solo?
No, that's 2. That was
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, not doing the whole
that
trilogy.
Was Empire Strikes Back. This is 1, and he's Tarkin. So he's a very plump Tarkin.
Which one was Tarkin?
That's so funny.
Who's Tarkin?
One of the Empire bigwigs.
Yeah, he's like the Grand Moff.
Was that Peter Cushing's role?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's Big A? That's bad casting. Yeah. That's very bad casting.
Oh, there's some dialogue that goes back and forth because I'm Darth Vader. So there's a dialogue that goes back and forth between him and I, and I'm just standing there waiting for him to get out. The jets. He just can't say it.
You have all the outfits and everything?
I'm very psyched about that. What's that?
You got all the outfits and everything?
Well, the costuming budget wasn't really that high.
Okay.
So, so some of the costumes are a little on the budget side, but you get the message. You know who everyone is.
So who else plays who?
Yeah.
You got you as
Dave
Darth
is
Vader.
Luke.
Who is?
Eastside Dave is Luke.
Dave is Luke. You're Darth Vader. Bobo is R2D2. Big A is Peter Cushing. Who else?
Yeah, and then we got Roy from Dave's show is Han, and then Flutzy is Princess Leia. She looks great.
I really wanted to see Stalker Patty as Princess Leia.
Flutzy's hot.
That would have been something, but no, it's Flutzy, and let's see, Gavin McInnes is a C-3PO, does an amazing job.
Oh no.
C-3PO. And then there's extra guest stars for various stormtroopers and other things.
I have to tell you, I'm looking at a photo online right now on somebody's Twitter account, and Bobo is it's so humiliating. Bobo is wearing what appears to be an orange T-shirt, and he's got some kind of blue mat duct taped to him so it looks like he doesn't have legs, and then he's got a miner's flashlight on his head.
Oh, good.
And some wrap, minor.
Oh,
and some wrap around his jaw to the top of his head.
It was, he actually has a paper plate taped to the top of his head. George Lucas could have saved a few bucks if he took the advice of Eastside Dave as far as costumes go.
Paper plate to the head. It's like you're serving spiral out of it. I stopped.
Ooh.
I almost bombed and I stopped.
Is this what this new show is going to be like?
yeah, just me eagerly trying to get out Bobo as a piece of shit jokes and flopping.
Now, was Bobo instructed to keep his hands firmly planted against his side so it looked like he was a robot?
Yeah, and he's going beep beep boop boop. So very very cool. It should be a lot of fun.
Now, is there
I have Paul Mercurio on today at 4. He's you might know Paul Mercurio. You ever hear of him, Jim?
I have. Yeah, we've met. I actually like Paul. I see him at the Comedy Cellar once in a while.
Paul's great. Yeah, we after the Sex for Sam thing of years ago, where Paul was the guy that was taking that couple that had sex at St. Pat's Cathedral. He was the one taking them around. And, there was a lot of blaming going back and forth for many years. But, you sit down and hash it out, and he's a pisser. He works over there at the Colbert Show doing warm-up and writing and stuff. So, he'll be on at 4.
Oh, did he go over to the network from Comedy Central?
Yeah. So he's over there at CBS.
Right.
Doing that, and then you guys though morning, huh? Jesus,
morning.
Yeah, I kind of wanted it. I kind of wanted the morning. I mean,
Yeah, I got you.
I got used to living the Anthony lifestyle though that he lives, because I was on at night, and it was like you go to bed at like 4:30 in the morning. You wake up
the
at
Anthony
like
lifestyle.
noon.
What is that? So you wake up drunk in a strange crib.
You see bars, and you have to figure out if it's a holding cell or a crib.
Am I in jail or did I get lucky?
Yeah, you have to get regimented now, don't you?
Yeah, now I have to go back into like life where you wake up in the morning and you go to sleep at night, and it's not easy.
No, it really isn't, and you gotta. Do you nap right when you get home now or something? Because that's the only way you can have any kind of a life. Oh God.
Yeah, luckily we're starting
that.
We start at 8 now, which is like
okay.
Pretty.
Well, 6. That's fun.
Oh my God.
A lot of people complained about the 8, so we're going to see if we have to keep it at 8 and what we can do. Because it helps across the country. It's different in different time zones across the country, but I don't know.
Yeah.
8. We'll have to see.
Yeah,
we'll have to see.
Yeah. No, it's so cool though, man. I'm real happy for you guys.
Thank you, buddy.
Troy and I were talking about you the other day because we were both like,
good. I hope.
Oh, it was good. We both loved the fact that you've gone from like goofing on Alex Jones and doing the Alex Jones impressions and everything to actually like being a part of the thing. You're an InfoWars guy now.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah, he is.
Oh my God.
He's the false flag guy.
Yeah, I do. I do the last hour of his show every other Thursday. I do the 3 to 4 hour on Infowars.com over there on every other Thursday. So it's great. You just get on there and passionately yell into the camera about Hillary and everything. It's great. And, false flag and spider ghosts. They're mutating spiders, putting them together with goats and making spider ghosts. It's fantastic. I definitely I dig it. He's hilarious. Alex is hilarious. Just cracks me up with some of the stuff he comes out with. And, no, I'm real happy to be doing that.
Have you met him? I never met Alex Jones. Do you know him or just from doing this?
Not in person. No, I never met him in person. But I've done his show numerous times from my studio. And, we just hit it off. And he had me do the last hour of the show. And now every other Thursday I'm doing that one. So it's pisser. It's a lot of fun. And then of course I see Sammy Roberts on Red Eye.
Yeah.
Every so often. That's cool.
I wish they would put us on together though.
Doing that. They should. I know. That would be great.
Imagine if it was all three of us, the ratings would go through the roof.
Just the two would probably be. Yeah, two is fine.
Great.
But we don't.
Red Eye. What if you got like blue eyes or something?
Fuck yeah! I was gonna say that. Stole my fucking joke, you piece of garbage. I was texting it to him. I'm like, wait till I say this, they're gonna crack up.
You weren't. I just saw you. You weren't texting.
Do you miss Travis?
What's that?
Exactly. I said, do you miss Travis?
I didn't like that long pause.
Oh, what? I didn't hear that.
Just a cough.
Same answer. What's that?
Yeah, exactly. A sneeze and a toilet flush. What? Who?
That's. I saw that one. Who posted that? That said,
he didn't answer.
You've heard the best. Now here's who's left.
Oh, that was hilarious. You heard the best.
That's so terrible.
You heard the best. Now hear what's left. That was very
hear
funny.
What's left. Oh, that is so funny. And then Jim, your videos are infuriating. the salad with thing. It is. I didn't know. I was getting an anxiety attack watching it.
Why? It's a new show.
Terrible.
It's very popular. It's people love
it. I can't imagine that it's popular for a new show. So it's anything but you trying to instigate people to get upset.
Well, what's the other one?
And it works.
There's two of them, but there was actually a fire, so that show's on hiatus.
Because there's a fire?
The refrigerator, the water one. What was that called?
Fridge Water Follies.
Fridge Water Follies. with you crackling the plastic water bottle.
Why? I had to move the mustard.
Yes, first you move the mustard, and then when the water bottle tips over, it's angering. They're angering to watch.
I love how many times you've watched it, though, that you know every moment of it.
Yeah, you really do.
You've committed it to memory.
It's fucking Zapruder film. You've analyzed this.
I could not look away. It was a horror.
Thank you. There's more to come. There's more to come.
Thank goodness.
Salad with Jim is on hiatus. It will be back. There's an uproar. Fridgewater Follies right now is taking off. So we'll see what's next.
That's fantastic.
We'll come in and see you soon, too, man. We'll come and see you soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be very cool. Come on in and talk about what life is like doing a popular morning radio show. That's very cool.
We won't know. But it's good talking to you, brother. You know that.
Yeah, that's cool though, man. I'm real happy for you guys, and come on by, definitely.
All right, we'll talk again soon.
Thank you.
All right, pal. Take it easy, man.
All right, bye,
talk
buddy.
To you later.
And you can check Anthony out, obviously, I think 4 to 6 today on the Anthony Cumia Network. And you can, go to Ant's Twitter or whatever if you want a link.
Yeah, AnthonyCumia.com.
AnthonyCumia.com.
Take you there to everything. He's got a lot of fun shows going on over there. It's good to hear from him again.
Yes, absolutely. And then there's that fucking Star Wars thing with Bubba. Oh.
I can't wait to watch.
I don't know if I'm going to like that or if it's just going to upset me too much.
Why would it upset you?
Just to see him going...
Just because of how infuriating he would have been to deal with the entire time he's doing it. He's got a green screen, though. He's taking advantage of having that green screen.
Yes, he is.
So how about this celebrity crime of the century?
Oh, my God, yeah.
I mean, Kim Kardashian's jewelry getting stolen has stopped the world in its tracks.
I know. That's a big one. She's lucky she didn't get fucking... She's lucky she didn't get assaulted, or she's lucky that they only wanted her jewelry, because she was fucked. Like, there was nothing she could do. There was no one to help her.
Yeah, so I guess she was in France.
Yep.
She's in her flat or whatever. She has some kind of apartment over there. And some guys came into her hotel room at like 3 o'clock in the morning, I think, and tied her up, put her in the bathtub, came in at gunpoint. It said they were wearing police uniforms and masks.
Ooh. Get my dick out.
I don't know why, if you're going to wear a mask, you would bother putting on a police uniform, because police don't wear masks. So,
well, maybe she didn't know they had masks on. They burst in.
Not look at their faces?
Well, they burst in. Here's what I heard. I heard they burst into the room. Kind of like me as a comedian, I'm just bursting onto the scene.
Right. I get you. And
they probably wore the uniforms up and then put the masks on right before they went in.
See, that's smart. That's probably what they did. So they go into the hotel room, hold her up at gunpoint, tie her up, put her in the bathtub, you lock her in the bathroom, and then they stole something like, they're saying like $10 million worth of jewelry.
Wow.
Which, I mean, it sounds like a lot, but she had one ring that was like $4 million, and I think it was some kind of fashion week, like there were events.
Right.
And she had to, you know, put all her stuff on and everything. And I don't know, people are criticizing her because, like, right before she got robbed, she was Instagramming her $4 million ring. But it's not like the fact that Kim Kardashian is rich is a well-guarded secret. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone knows she's got jewelry and all kinds of highfalutin things.
She's a highfalutin chick, this one.
She sure is.
I don't know. It's just like, it's kind of a bit much. The amount of coverage that's going into making sure that we know every detail of what happened to her. Is it an inside job? Did her security team know? Did this happen? There's no takeaway from it.
No, but that's a big deal, though. I mean, when somebody that famous gets robbed at gunpoint and tied up, that's fucking huge news.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's one of the biggest celebrities in the world, and they find out she had no security in her hotel room.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I would have known. I wish I would have showed up and pitched her show ideas.
They had Kanye was in concert as it was happening.
Yeah.
And he just announced all of a sudden, sorry, I got to end this concert, family emergency. And he left. But I don't know how he got down, because it's not like he could just walk off stage. Somebody must have told him in his earpiece.
Oh, an assistant ran out on stage.
He's got a floating stage.
No, this was at a festival.
Oh. He's lucky, because I saw him on this tour. He's got a floating stage, so he wouldn't have been able to get down at all. Once you start the show, he's all tethered in and shit. It's very, very difficult. So he was at a music festival, and somebody just came out and was like, hey, come here for a second?
Yeah, I think they motioned him to come to the side of the stage.
All right, so it's not even that big. If he's at a festival, so he's not even canceling one of his own shows.
No,
like the festival. Right. Now that he knows, but the festival keeps going. Like, it's not like he just left and everything, and the party's over for everybody.
Unless he was the headliner.
That's true. But even so, it's a festival. Enjoy the other bands then. Or I hope you have enjoyed the other bands then.
That was kind of weird that he just didn't do the last 10 minutes of the show. But again, I don't know what the guy told him in his ear, but he said your wife's being held at gunpoint.
Yeah,
I kind of get it.
You probably have a bit of a difficult time staying in the zone.
I wouldn't.
You would be okay with it?
I would say, look, let me finish the show. These people paid for a show.
Yeah, you're a professional.
I am a professional.
So if your girl from Colombia,
or whatever country it's from,
comes over and she's being held at gunpoint, you won't leave me to do the show by myself. You'll finish your duty.
Absolutely.
Good.
Don't say duty.
Duty.
Ew.
That's what it is.
No one says that.
It's a duty.
Ugh.
That's exactly what it is.
Really not.
And that's what you have to do. Does this make you worried as a traveling celebrity?
It certainly does.
That you're going to get robbed at gunpoint for all your valuable things?
I'll tell you one thing they won't find in my hotel room: condoms. No condoms will be stolen. Beauty of me.
Because you don't use them.
No, I don't. And once in a while.
But it would appear that it was an inside job. That's what everybody's saying, that the security team obviously had to tip somebody off.
Well, they say the concierge, some of the stories are not matching up. I don't know what stories and what they're not doing. Mm-hmm. But, some of the stories apparently are not matching up.
I was wondering how you resell that shit, because it's clearly, if you have a $4 million ring, everybody's going to know what it is. You break it. Like, you break up the stone into smaller stones, then you melt down the band and all that stuff?
Yep.
You'd have to break it so carefully, though.
Like Jake LaMotta, that's what you gotta do. Here's the jewels from the belt. Yeah. Takes a hammer. Get away, my kids, Jake!
It's pieces of the ring.
Yeah, this is the jewels from the belt. What a fool. What a goddamn idiot.
Why would he make that choice?
I love when the guy says, Mr. LaMotta, the belt of a champion is a very rare item. Like, you asshole, why would you do this?
You think he felt stupid at that point?
These are the jewels from the belt.
Because he thought he felt so low about himself that he thought the jewels in the belt were worth more.
That might be my favorite De Niro moment ever, is him going, these are the jewels from the belt. It's just such not a smart move.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
He's a fool.
I would love that if those robbers, sloppily broke the diamond ring and it was just shards of diamond. There's just nothing you could do with them.
You think of all the bad shit that could have happened to her.
Oh, my God, yeah.
That's really scary, man.
Yeah.
Fucking scary.
It's odd that she would. I mean, now nobody's going to be able to get anywhere near her now.
Well, she's had a couple of weird things happen. Like, look, I'm not a big Kardashians fan. I don't watch the dumb show, but she deserves to not to have some fucking asshole try to put his mouth on her ass.
That's what we were just talking about that on Thursday, and that was in France too, wasn't it? That was in France as well, I believe.
Travis, you're a big Kardashian follower. What was it?
Season 2. Yeah, I mean,
he said it's better Teft unsaid.
I think it was in France. I hate
yeah. Well, that was what the French press said. They said a man tefted her. That's a sneaky kiss on the asshole. A teft is a sneaky asshole kiss. What it is? It's a common.
Is it?
It's a common phrase. Yeah.
I don't know.
Why? When did France become so dangerous? When did France become such where celebrities just get assaulted on the street and in the hotel?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's proper.
No,
you can't grab someone's ass.
We didn't grab it. He planted his lips on it.
Even worse, grabbing it with his face.
Yeah,
it's just worse. You can't do that.
Yeah, I would imagine that she's going to start walking around with just huge security squads.
Yeah, I think so.
If that guy had gotten his neck broken by those security guards, I would have been fine with it.
Wow, they jumped right, and he missed her ass. How do you miss an ass like that? Did he get it? Boy, they jumped right in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're gonna grab a model. Like, I love that model that guy picked up, and she fucking was a kickboxer, and she was elbowing him.
Yeah.
So who the fuck does he think he is, manhandling people?
Right.
You can't do that.
No.
Like, if you're gonna bother people, if you're gonna put like a little elephant hat on and ask stupid questions at Comic-Con, that's one thing. But you don't touch them.
Who would do something that stupid?
I don't know. I don't know.
But yes, I guess they left. Obviously, they left France, and she's going to walk around with a dozen security guards everywhere she goes now. Everywhere she goes.
I assume she had that anyway.
Well, yeah, you assume that, but then they were able to just break into her hotel room, so obviously she didn't. They said that she has her one bodyguard that she sent off to watch the other sisters to go out to the clubs or whatever. And while he was gone, that's why it's either a concierge knew something or somebody or a security team knew something, because they waited until that bodyguard was gone. Have you seen what her bodyguard looks like?
No, is he dreamy? Wait, what do you mean?
He is.
His name is something Duvier.
He's a massive man.
Oh, of course he is. But the thing is, they said her bodyguard is not under suspicion.
No. Yeah, they keep saying that, he was doing the right thing. I'd be so insecure if that was my wife's bodyguard.
Why?
Because I would think that she would want to sleep with him instead of me.
You'd be right. You could say that about anybody bodyguarding your wife.
Yeah. Look at it. He's a hulking man.
Nah, but her husband is one of the biggest stars in the world. I mean,
Yeah.
It's just... You're Kanye. Wait, what's that picture of me and you? Not Sam Fan Cuddly Bear. It's me on top of you. What's that photo on Twitter?
I don't know. It looked...
It was a Photoshop. Give me a copy of that.
There it is.
It's me in a really gay outfit straddling you, and there's a finger in your hiney.
There's some blackberry preserves.
Why?
Adrian likes to get, when he gets his salad tossed, he likes blackberry preserves put in there. In prison, they have this
I know
thing,
it's grape jelly.
Or syrup. Some people prefer syrup.
That's probably 'cause they don't shower very often and the asshole stinks.
Have you heard the explanation from the guy in prison gives?
Of course.
Okay. So you know syrup and grape jelly.
Yes.
Yes. Adrian has always said he likes blackberry preserves, so I think that's where it comes from.
Well, he wouldn't care what's in his asshole. He must like tossing salad because he likes that taste. You like to kiss after?
Yeah. Oh.
So you have blackberry preserves with a fucking hair in it? Terrible.
Yeah,
what a terrible kiss that is.
Eat it with a spoon. That was tweeted to Jim and Sam Show on Twitter. Jim and Sam Show. Let's go to Bub in Connecticut.
Hey, what's going on there, Bub?
Bub, you're on Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Bub, I got a bad feeling about tonight, Bub.
Congratulations on the show.
Thank you very much.
Been listening for a long time. You guys both deserve it a lot.
Oh, thanks.
You know, it's going to be interesting to see. You guys, you could carry each other. You know, when Jim's out doing his thing, Sam can carry the show and vice versa. You guys have the talent to do that. And it's going to be interesting to see how the other guy does on his own. You know, it's like you guys have carried him. It shows.
You know, look, and I'm not saying this to be polite. I'm sure he'll do fine. The times he's been in the afternoon when he did his pop-up show, they were fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he probably works better without me because he's more relaxed and he enjoys it more without me, and I enjoy it more without him. And it's not even it is what it is. You get to a point in a relationship where, you know, it's time to move forward and separate. And I think he'll sound better with other people than he has with me in a long time.
I honestly think.
Well, he needs other people.
I think.
But you know what I'm saying. You know.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it though, Bob. But I honestly think he's gonna do a good show, and we're gonna do a good show, and we're gonna have a much stronger channel for all the pieces together.
By the way, if you hear a dull thud, that's me smashing Sam with the chair for his positivity.
Well, listen, you start with the happy song, and that's what you're going to get.
Nah, you're right. You're right.
Let me go to John in New York. Welcome to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Hey, guys. I was just curious how long the contract is for, and since you're still on the OP channel, does he have any control of, like, trying to get you guys off or anything like that?
I signed for 18 years at $38,000 a year. I'm assuming that Jim has a similar deal.
You actually did better than I thought you did.
Righteous thought.
No, I'm here for a couple of years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
No, he doesn't have any control over us.
Yeah.
We're us over him.
Yeah, no. We're just doing, we're doing shows. We're doing the shows. Kevin in Indiana.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good.
Hi, Kevy.
Hey, Jimmy, I was at the show you did in Indianapolis in March. I laughed my ass off. It
Thank
was so
you.
good. Hope you come back.
I will. I really enjoyed that gig. Thank you, man. That was a great show.
It was awesome. I could not. I'm still talking about it several days after. That tells you how empty my life is. But
or how full it is, thanks to me.
I'd say empty. Empty.
Hey, you know, Sam, honestly, back in the day, I wasn't that big a fan.
Did you say that, or did we all just think it? Sorry, Sam.
You know, but
I do every time.
But listening to you guys, the last few weeks of Sam filling in, I kind of got the vibe from the old days and stuff because Sam's a shit stirrer.
What?
And get stuff going.
Yeah, you said eater wrong.
Sniffer.
But yeah, so Sam, I'm down with you now, my man.
All right. Well, thank you. I've found that the last 5 or 6 years have been full of qualified compliments. So I really appreciate it. And I'm sure you won't be the last person who lets me know how much they used to dislike me. So thank you.
But that's, you know, you're growing on people. That's
right.
it. That's look at it that way. You know,
yes.
That's something.
Thank you very much, Kevin.
All right, man.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
We have Johnny Bench coming in here in just a couple minutes.
Is he here yet or no?
Yeah, he's going to be here in like 2 minutes. He's going to walk in.
Oh, he's upstairs already?
Yeah, I believe so.
He's finishing up an interview and then he's coming over.
I got to piss desperately. Should I run and piss real quick? You could keep talking.
If you want to.
It's
I mean,
9:42. I didn't realize you weren't going to break.
I mean, do you want
a quick break?
We could take a quick
single,
and then do you have to? Your bladder is just. It's infuriating.
This is day one. I can't have this type of talk.
All right, we'll be right back with
each other off. Come on.
Johnny Bench.
Get comfortable. Jim Norton and Sam Roberts are back.
Getting all tefty with the song choices. I like them. Welcome back to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
New Chili Peppers.
Wait, you know what? Do I hate this? Hold on.
I like how you're bopping your head. You're like, what's this? And I tell you, you're like, no.
Yeah. It's all right, but
it's
I've never been a big fan of them. I mean, they're
you ever give it away? It's really good.
Question.
It's really good.
Yo, what's the song about dope under the bridge?
It's about you, right? It's about Chip.
No, he's not a dope.
but he gets zooted.
Fuck yeah.
You should follow us on social media, Jim and Sam Show. That's on Facebook and Twitter.
Facebook.
And Instagram.
I don't even follow that one yet. I guess I should.
Yeah, well, it just launched.
Oh, yeah.
Just launched. So,
big excitement.
Yeah, at Jim and Sam Show. We post everything we talk about on the show on the Twitter account. Stuff goes up on the Facebook account. Twitter's on the Instagram. I mean, photos on the Instagram. We will have a YouTube. It's just that's getting the URL is slightly more
pricey.
Not pricey. No, that's the wrong word entirely.
Bad
but yeah, our YouTube channel will probably launch later today with like 10 or so videos that are all going up.
Okay.
So we're very, very excited
Yes, we are.
about everything that's going on. We will be here every morning. The show will be on Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m. Eastern.
Yes.
At the moment. And replays, at the moment anyway, I believe, are right after the show at 11.
Right.
And we have 9 to midnight, the old Sam Roberts show time slot.
Cool.
Will be a Jim Norton and Sam Roberts replay.
So you're saying that there's finally going to be some entertaining program in that hour?
You're saying there was a piece missing over the last year or so.
Yeah, so hopefully people will get to listen to it. Red Hot Tefty Peppers?
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it's more better if it's the Red Hot Chili Tefters.
That I like.
I'm obsessed with Teft.
Yeah, me too. I enjoy all of them. I celebrate the entire catalog.
Where's Johnny Bench?
He's on his way in. He's finishing up his interview before us. Johnny Bench. Yeah. You know, Jim.
I'm going to do this like my hand, like I'm waiting for the ball to get thrown. There he is.
Many people.
Catcher extraordinaire. We should close the curtain, by the way, so we get good video. We don't have people walking by.
Many people consider him to be the greatest catcher of all time. Did you know that?
Yeah.
That's right.
I've heard that.
He played for a little team called the Cincinnati Reds.
Oh, they were big.
From 1967 to 1983.
Yeah, allegedly.
Okay. 2-time World Series champion.
Yeah, whatever. Big deal.
MVP in 76, okay?
Yeah, that's what you say.
And there he is, Johnny Bench.
Hello, everybody.
Hello,
is
how
entering.
How are you doing? Nice to see you.
Pleasure.
How are you? Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in.
This is good.
This is good. Welcome. We are live.
The morning or the afternoon?
This is the morning still. Yes. Yes, technically. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. We're having a great time being able to talk about our the Smithfield School app.
Yeah. How did you get involved with the Smithfield School app?
Well, I've been involved with apps in the past, and we've sort of studied between cities and all the things that go along with it. But more importantly, I have young children. Mm-hmm. I have boys that are 7 and 10, mm-hmm. and little things at school sort of pop up. That bullying in kindergarten and preschool. And it was like we started investigating a little bit more and finding out that this was a possibility. And so we found the developer to provide all of the information that each app would provide. Mm-hmm. And we've developed this app and we started talking to Smithfield about it. And they said, we want to be a part of this because suicide is the 3rd leading cause of death for teens. And a lot of it's because they're being cyberbullied. And a lot of the social media, the way we have it today, these kids are going home and they're getting bullied over those texts or emails or whatever.
It never stops. When we were growing up, you could walk away from school and at least kind of collect your brain, possibly. It's now never ending.
Did you ever have a fight after school?
Me?
I did.
Yeah.
My own sexuality.
I don't know. Still working on that.
I certainly am, Johnny. I certainly am.
He's got a lot of questions. Yeah.
Well, you live with it. You're honest. And that's great.
That's my last fight, I think, was probably after school. Maybe, 5th grade, the tension leading up to it. It was like that movie 3 O'Clock High. It's awful.
You're scared to death and everything else. I got thumped a couple of times and a couple of guys after me and everything else, and it wasn't very good, and I stood up to them. But, back in those days, you could. Well, with this app, all the schools will be able to have their own platform. They'll be able to design it. They'll be able to, the way they want to. They can fix it up. You can go into and then all users, whether it be the parents, students, alumni, can download it into their phones, into their mobile device. They'll be able to get calendars, schedules, events, scores. You can get push notifications. You can be alerted to any kind of situation that we are on lockdown. All kids are safe, so the parents know exactly that everybody's all right. Mm-hmm. They can be alerted to closures, school closures.
Were your kids getting bullied, and then you was like, we got to do something? Like, what made you want to do this? What was happening?
That was the reason, and part of it. But I think it's more importantly is that's all you hear about is kids getting cyberbullied. When you started talking about the number of suicides, and a lot of it were blamed on the cyberbullying, then I had a real problem with it. So when talking to Smithfield, we developed the app. Now it's called, and you can go to smithfieldschoolapp.com and sign up. If you're a school all over the country, it's available.
How happy? Oh, go ahead.
Were you a good fighter when you were a kid, or no?
No.
I'm looking at your hands. You're obviously a great athlete, but your hands are. Johnny Bench has massive hands. Like I really.
You don't know. I was only known for holding 7 baseballs at one time.
You were known for
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's what you got to be known for.
Am I just noticing something that everybody else noticed in 1971? All right, I'm an asshole. Sorry.
Well, they're still big, is the thing.
No, I was small. I was like 5'2" in the 8th grade. And I'd gotten in school a year early, and I grew about 9 inches the next 2 years. But there were a couple of kids that pushed me around a little bit, and they tried to do it. And I busted one in the mouth, and I went to the principal's office and got a board used on me. But it was worth it.
Yeah. How much of it do you think is that people are bullying more now, and it's constant? And how much of it is it the way that kids don't fight back anymore?
Well, you can't fight back, and it's almost scary what they fight back with, because now they bring their weapons to school. It's no longer when Gilbert pulled a knife on me at school in the 5th grade. That was kind of dangerous as well. But now kids, in order to retaliate, to get even, they come out with the big weapons. And so I think that this is just something, but it's just cutesy little kids. It's little teenage girls that are doing it, or somebody's jealous of the fact that she thinks you're cute. So this boyfriend now is going to go after you and start creating rumors about you and saying things about you that are totally unkind, totally untrue, and no matter what you say, you can't change it. You can't, much as you deny, people still believe it, and then you start to feel it, and then you start to withdraw, and then your school work suffers. The fact that your own personality and your health suffers. So if this app will help, 20, 30, 40, 50%, or eliminate a lot of the cyberbullying, then we've really done our job.
So you're into this app very much. Now, it's been a long time since you retired. What did you do in the time since you retired to now? Like you got this and you're really happy with doing that. Were there other things that you were doing that were kind of similar to this?
Well, I do a lot of motivational speaking. I talk about the vowels of success, the AEIOUs of life, and I wrote a book called Catch Every Ball, How to Handle Life's Pitches, because everything in life, even your producer is a great catcher, because everything.
Not a good producer.
Yeah.
Oh, there went that one out the window. See, that's bullying. That is bullying. That's what we have to match up to.
No, that's truth telling.
But I have a scholarship fund. I didn't get to go to college. I started baseball when I was 17, and I didn't get to go to college. I have a scholarship fund with 84 kids on scholarship. So I've always thought about education and what it means. So I stay busy with that. And then I've got a 26-year-old. He went to Boston University, and I've got sons that are 7 and 10. So I'm busy.
How much different is it raising young kids now than it was, I guess, the 26-year-old, though, because you wouldn't have had to raise any kids when you were at the peak of your baseball career.
No, I've never really had to. And he was born after my induction. So, So he's really, he knows of me and about me. And the younger ones now, they hear it from everybody else or a parent.
Do they understand who you are? We asked Dr. J that once. Like, do they understand the magnitude of who you are?
I've never showed them really a video or anything else, but a couple of times in the plane, 3 or 4 years ago when they were really young, we'd be standing there waiting to get off the plane, and they'd say, "This is my dad. He's in the Hall of Fame." And it was like, where did you come up with that? And they know it. And I'm just dad, I don't want to be, much more than that. But at the same time, I want them to grow up to love the game, to love sports and participate. And the one, Justin, he had like 14 home runs when he was 8 years old. Then he got hit by a pitch, and then he got hit by a throw, and he's sort of like a little gun shy, right? Yeah. So he's a soccer player right now, and the other one's, I think he's going to develop a microchip and be player owner. Oh. I want him to be owner of the team. And then if he wants to play, he can put himself in.
Just figure out where the money is first.
That's all. It's changed a lot, too. The salaries are so much bigger. Do you guys who retired a long time ago look at that and go, God damn it, I just missed that by 10 or 15 years?
No, not at all. I mean, I made $2 million in my entire career. What would I do with $300 or $400 million? Are you crazy? Yeah, you're mighty. I would be flying in here on my own for the Gulf Stream, and I'm saying, hey, I don't need you, all right?
Did you make $2 million your whole career? That was about what it came to?
2.2, yeah.
Wow.
I made $11,000 my first year as a rookie, and I was
Who'd you work for, Sirius XM?
I was rookie of the year. I made 20. I was MVP and made 40. I was MVP again and made 80.
Wow. Shouldn't there be some kind of thing where it's like, if people are going around still to this day referring to you as the greatest catcher that ever lived, there should be some kind of payment plan for that, right? If you're one of the greatest.
I've talked to the commissioner.
You brought it up,
and I don't get upgraded. I don't get to move to the front of the line at the movie theaters.
What?
I mean, it just doesn't seem fair at all. You're absolutely right. Can we start a campaign? That may be my next step.
Yeah,
that's Johnny up front.
Yeah. What was it like in that time period? Because not only were you known as this legendary guy, it was a legendary team.
Yeah.
But to share it with a guy like Pete Rose, who was so gloriously outspoken and obviously kind of the rock star,
because Joe and I and Tony, I mean, we could sit back and let him, talk to the press. He was great for us.
You didn't like talking to the press necessarily.
I didn't mind it. Yeah. I didn't mind it. They were delving into it, and it started sort of transferring over when, we had news reporters that were looking for a story rather than the game.
Right.
And then it became all of a sudden, guys were afraid to talk to certain guys because you weren't sure what they were going to write. I mean, a critic is a legless man who teaches running. So this is a situation where, we can go through all of this and everything else, but when you go to work every day with the best players in the world and one of the greatest teams in the world, it was just beyond belief. And we were fortunate because we did have that kind of team that still people today respect and admire.
Are you protective of your legacy? Like, do you watch now if somebody's talking about, like, say, a new catcher? Do you watch them wanting to make sure that they're not?
I love it. I just, they're talking about Sanchez now because he started off so well and everything else. And I always say, let's wait 6 or 7 years because there's so many variables. Guys get hurt, their knees go down. We had Joe Mauer from the Twins. Unbelievable. Won the batting title, and then his legs stopped. And, he just lost his legs, and now he's the first baseman. So I think anytime you talk about catching, we've got a Johnny Bench Award, which is a college catcher of the year. And we've got like 13 of those kids that have been nominated and won the award or been a part of the final 3 contest. And they're in the major leagues, like Wieters today. He was one of our guys. We got Posey, we got Zunino, we got Suzuki, we got Clements, Ionetta, the Castro kid. So I'm constantly watching all the box scores to see how the guys are doing.
Who has the best arm you ever saw? I'm going to guess Ivan Rodriguez.
That's hard to beat that. There was a couple of guys. There's always been great catchers, but unless they won the MVP or the rookie of the or a batting title or home run title, we really don't pay much attention to them. But I mean, I love Salvador Perez. I just think he's phenomenal.
Who's he? Now. I know he is, but Sam doesn't.
He's the catcher for the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, I told you.
That's right. I mean, he's just phenomenal. See, there's a lot of them out there. They're just not, making it happen.
You follow baseball just as closely as you ever have to this day.
Yeah.
Is that just because the love of the game has never gone away for you?
Totally.
Was there, even when you left, there wasn't a period of let me get baseball out of my life? There was never sort of a bitter whatever?
No, I retired because I knew I couldn't be Johnny Bench anymore.
Right.
I couldn't play at a level, and I was taking money from the team that I didn't earn. And so, I'm watching these guys and I'm doing this stuff and everything else, but I was always still involved. I was always wanting this guy or that guy. You had favorites. You had people that you'd been associated with, you knew, and your favorites became some kind of association, whether they were part of the award or whether they were just just great players like Mike Trout or, somebody that you really wanted to watch, or Stanton, or, and they're all down like Arenado. I mean, you can go down and say, all these players are unbelievable, and I love watching people that are committed to the game and love the game and play the game as hard as they can.
How do players treat you? I mean, it's got to be guys who retire, like who aren't Johnny Bench or who aren't Pete Rose. Like players don't really see them as royalty. It's got to be nice to at least be in a position where whenever you go back, you're still the guy in the room that everybody wants to talk to.
They know the name obviously, but there's a lot of these young guys that really don't have a sense of history. They don't know.
Really?
Yeah, it's just. They wouldn't know if you mentioned a couple of players and, that are in the Hall of Fame, but they wouldn't know much at all about
So you
them.
had that where you met a couple of people and they're like, this is Johnny Bench, and they're like, hey, and you're like, what the fuck is that? Hey.
Well, yeah, I won't name any names, but it was kind of like, yeah, okay, this is good. And it's like, okay, fine. That didn't matter. I mean, I still, whatever they are. But that's just part of the history. And a lot of them, a lot of kids, 40% of baseball now is Latin. So, I mean, they're not always familiar, and they don't always get the TV, and they don't get the newspapers, and they don't get the updates of what's going on in baseball. So all they ever wanted to do was play baseball. They were committed. They grew up. They practiced. They signed. They come through the minor leagues, and they're in the major leagues, and all of a sudden they're not really aware, except of some of the history of the Dominican or the Venezuelan or any Cuban guys that have played before them. Now they're involved with that, but not with the former players.
Well, I still don't know how you don't know who Johnny Bench is. I don't understand that. Even if you don't like baseball, how do you not know that name?
How on earth do you, like, when people pick up on the fact that you're doing something historic as you're playing?
Thanks.
Not you.
Right. Sorry, you're looking this way.
No, I wasn't looking at you. That you're doing something historic like you were doing. Like you became a legend as you were playing. And whether it's the fan support or the women that have had to have been throwing themselves at you, I would imagine.
Johnny looks very shocked.
He does.
No, because the catcher, they don't know what you look like. That's the worst position, because nobody knows what you look like.
I did win Butt Watcher for America like 7 years in a row, so, I mean, that's all they could ever see anyway.
He's correct. He's like, no. They found out who I was. Like, how do you maintain focus on the game? You know what I mean? Like,
no, that's inbred. That's something that's born within you. But at the same time, we've had him fixed, so he should be all right by now if you want to go out and with him. But when you play with a level of what I played with Pete, Joe, Tony, we had George Foster, we had Cesar Geronimo, Dave Concepcion, Ken Griffey. I mean, when you play with like that, there wasn't anybody that was really much better than anybody else. We were all equals, as it turned out, because we were such a unit that we always wanted somebody else to pick it up, and we knew they would, and that was why we were so successful and won the back-to-back World Series.
So somebody could afford to have a long night every now and then.
The thing about us is Sparky one day, and when he was first managing, he called us in and he said, all right, the U-25 are going to the North. You've made the team. There's two sets of rules. Pete, Joe, Tony, Johnny, you don't have rules. The rest of you guys are everything else. And I'm thinking, all right, I like this good. And then I realized what this is. And then he said, I don't have to worry about those four guys because they know what it takes and knows what it means. So I don't think, and I remember our first manager, Dave Bristol, said, son, if there's nothing out there after 12:30 that's worth taking home. And all it is problems, and you're not going to get your rest. When I was 18 years old, a guy named Lenny Moore came over to me, son, you're going to have a great career. There's three things you have to do in moderation. You have to not drink so much. You got to get your sleep, and you got to watch the women.
Now, did you take that advice, or did you do trial by error?
I did.
Okay.
The women were,
that's the hardest one.
I had a weakness, yes.
Yeah, of course.
I had a weakness about that and everything else.
You ever have more than one at once?
That's
a yes, me too. That's the hardest one to say no to, because you're a guy, and as a young guy playing at that level, it's kind of hard to say no.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't.
No, it's a good time.
And you're a cute guy. You got small hands.
I would be no threat. Believe me, I would cause no injury.
Speaking of, you're talking about the app, the Smithfield School app, and cyberbullying and the way people behave on social media. Curt Schilling seems to have taken the direct opposite route that you have, where you're seeing this, like, Curt Schilling goes on social media all the time and says the nastiest stuff you could think of. Like, when you see that, what goes through your head?
Well, I was with Kurt not too long ago. We did a thing at the Field of Dreams out in Iowa where they shot the movie and we walked through the cornfield and everything else. I think a lot of people get upset with a lot of things that are going on, and sometimes they really do want to voice an opinion. Mm-hmm. I mean, they get so angry, and Kurt's not afraid to do this. For Kurt just wants to stand up and for things that he believes in. Whether he believes in everything that everybody else agrees with, that doesn't matter to him. He's his own man. You guys have a show because you see things and you talk about them, and you have your own slant or angle and everything else, and you can voice them loud. But Kurt has been fired 2 or 3 times because of things he said, and it doesn't bother him. It doesn't bother him at all. He's very secure in who he is. He's very secure in what he believes. And because somebody else doesn't believe the same thing, we see that throughout our country now. And just Kurt is absolutely says, he's going to make it his way. And if somebody's got a problem with it, tough. That's the way he is.
So you respect the fact that anyone's speaking their mind and just being true to who they are?
I hate hateful. I hate hurtful. And that's part of what this app is all about. Hurtful things that create people. I mean, when people come back on Twitter and something and say something because you've done something and it's very spiteful, I mean, that's kind of a bullying attitude when you're making things happen within a realm of their issues are not my issue. I say, okay, I'm voting for Trump. Well, you can't do it. I mean, it's like, so all of a sudden you're this. And you want change, or you want something and everything and else. So you're this. If you're a Democrat, you're a Democrat. If you're a Republican, you're 18 different types of things.
Right.
You're the conservative, ultra conservative, you're this side or that side and everything else. I just want to change. I want to see things happen within this country that are different. I want to see where we can run this country as a business and maybe protect ourselves and be aware of the fact that we've got a lot of problems that we need to face.
Very good.
It makes sense.
And they're telling us you have to, what? We don't have to wrap? Oh, we're okay to keep talking. Oh, okay.
Good,
they were signaling that we have
we
to
must
wrap.
be doing good.
Okay, good. I'm good. I don't want to cut off.
What type of, once you hit, so like, I always wonder about this. So you have this great team, right? And you're building it, and you're building it, and you're building it, and you're building it, and then you hit the World Series and you hit twice, right?
Yeah, and then free agency comes along. Gullett goes to the Yankees.
Uh-huh.
And then,
was Don Gullett the first one to go?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden it became, now you're old. You're 34, 35. Pete's 34, 35. Tony's 34, 35. Morgan's 34, 35. And you also have kids in the minor leagues that are really talented kids, and now you've got to play them.
Right.
So now you got to make a space for them. So Tony Perez gets traded. I cry.
Mm-hmm. Did you cry when he got traded?
I did. And I'll admit to it any time. It's the only person. He was the greatest teammate, greatest, hitter in the clutch. He was everything, and he was my friend, and we shared so many of these things together. So all of a sudden, they didn't realize that Tony was really the glue of our ball club, what kept everything together and kept everybody stable. And it was just sort of like you started to see the beginning of the end.
How did you find out he was traded?
My attorney called me because he was representing Tony as well, and he called me, and it just was like, no, it cannot be true. It cannot be true. And it was just a very difficult time for me. I mean, it was never going to be the same because all of a sudden, I always felt that we were very successful because they had white leadership, we had black leadership, and we had Latin leadership. And Tony led that, and Joe led that, and Pete and I led that. And we sort of controlled the clubhouse and everything else. More importantly, the Latins that we had, these guys, this was Tony, the father. Everything that they did, he would talk to them about and say, can do that. You don't know can do that. And he would basically just say, that's not what we are here. We are a team. This is the way you represent yourself as a major league player. These are the ways you always come to the park every day. You're on time and you do your job. And you play for us, and we play together.
Who'd they get for him? Sorry to interrupt you. Did they get a Latin player?
Woody Fryman.
Was he good or not?
Left-handed pitcher from out of Montreal, and good stuff, great stuff. He was from Kentucky, but it didn't. We needed pitching, but at the same time, Dan Dreesen needed to play first base. And so that was part of the reason. And it makes sense in a lot of ways, but it made no sense to any of us that were close to the game.
Did you resent the guy they brought on?
No.
Okay.
Anybody was there was there. If they came over, Sparky would a lot of times call us in the office and say, "Hey, Pete, Joe, Tony, myself." They would say, "What do you think if we got old Bill?" No. What about Jack? Jack would be great. Or we could actually go in and say, we'd like to get Jim. Well, we'll try. Because we knew these guys would fit into our ball club. And it wasn't necessarily they were starting, but the fact that they were great backups and they could do the job as well.
Were there any that you almost got that you said, maybe we shouldn't? And then you're like, oh, God, why did we not get him? Was there any that you overlooked that you're like, that was a terrible mistake?
That I don't know. I wasn't privy to the front office. They didn't really share to it. But there was a couple of guys that came over to our club, and it was like, how did they get here? And it took about 3 weeks, and they weren't there anymore.
Oh, okay. Would you guys complain and go, "Look, this guy's terrible"?
Well, there was a couple of guys that were pranksters. All of a sudden, it was the hot foot and the bubble gum and all this stuff, and it's high school, junior high school stuff. Mm-hmm. And that's not what this is about. This is not what the Big Red Machine's about. This is not the way we play.
Right.
We're out there to dedicate ourselves, be on time, play the game, and we don't need your sorry ass, in there doing tricks and everything else and running around the clubhouse.
Yeah, Pete Rose doesn't seem like a hot foot kind of guy.
Yeah. No, he was the most dedicated guy I've ever seen. He wanted to be the first $100,000 singles hitter. He was driven. He was motivated. We were in business together. We did bowling alleys, car dealerships, but he was always, he would say, you can hit 300. I said, I don't care if I hit 300. I know I can hit 300, but I'd rather drive you in 100 times each year.
It never drove you crazy that he was obviously focused, while he was focused on the team, he was also focused on his singular goals of wanting to be that player.
No, we all did. No, we were all
So
alike.
you were, okay.
I was doing head first slides in high school. But when I came up to the Reds, I didn't do any head first slides because that was his mantra. And so, no, everything about it made us better.
Right.
His drive to get 200 hits and get 100 walks and be on base 300 times for Tony, Joe, myself, it only made us better. I mean, we were perfect because he was there.
But you never really partied with Pete Rose.
Oh yeah,
you did.
Sure did.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we all partied. In the early days, if you went to a certain restaurant or bar after the game was over, you could take a team picture. We hung out together.
That's
we
great.
really liked each other, and we certainly didn't have enough money in those days to fly anybody in.
And I'm sure you're sick of talking about the Hall of Fame, but do you think, just in a general thing, do you think Pete has been treated right because he made mistakes, or do you think he's been treated totally unfairly?
No, he's been treated just the way baseball has said. If you do this, this is what happens. You have a set of rules. I tell people, you go home, you tell your kids there's no more rules. Now, there lies the situation. But I've been on a couple of different committees to get him back into the Hall of Fame, and he had certain parameters. He had to do this, and this. He's reapplied himself, but he wasn't able to sustain it. So I've always wanted him just to go in and get help.
Sure.
Go in and find out, you got a problem, and come out and realize. There's nobody's loved the game more, nobody's dedicated themselves more than Pete.
And do you still keep in touch with all those guys? Or no?
Yeah, as much as I can. Joe, we're really looking. I'm watching Joe very carefully. He's having a bone marrow transplant this month, and we're all pulling for him. And Tony, I texted him the other day because of the loss of Jose Fernandez, and I met the kid down in spring training. Terrific kid, terrific talent.
He's a pitcher, right?
Yeah,
the boating accident.
The boating accident. Yeah, and it's just a great kid, and what he meant to the game and the community. But Tony, he was at a close tie with him. Tony introduced me when we went down to spring training. So, to stay in touch with him, and then Pete the other day we were talking about some things, and we text back and forth, and then every now, being who we are in the 40-year reunions of winning the World Series, and we have certain reunions, and Pete was back for his induction into the Reds Hall of Fame, and so we were all back together, and it was all like walking right back into the clubhouse. I mean, it didn't faze anybody a bit. They started just on the same things, started talking about the same things, and you get a little nervous because guys now are, Pete's 75, Joe's 74, Tony's 73 or 4, and you start wondering, if we're going to have another reunion in 5 years, are we all going to be there? It meant so much to so many baseball fans, and it was cool just to be a part of it.
You never managed a team?
No, I would have, that'd been like working.
Oh, you never wanted to take your.
You know, my son back here is when he was 9 or 10. I thought about managing, so I could have him around. We were going through the child custody and all that stuff. I would like to have been at the park and been a part of it more, but it just never came to fruition. And
so what did you do right after you left baseball? Because you said you made $2 million is still. Oh, you did right after broadcasting.
Yeah, we had the baseball bunch, and then we did games people play. I had a show earlier in the early 70s, but I did a lot of radio, CBS radio. I did the World Series with Vin Scully, and just he's finished up a tremendous career. And I've always been a motivational speaker, so I've always gone around the country and. I'm anything that you need done, I can do. And then I got more into what we're doing now, and also a self-chilling can. I know we've got a can now that you actually twist it now. It's a new twist bottom, and it goes from 80 to 40 in 50 seconds.
So I had one that was self-heating. I promote. That's true. Honestly, it was good for in the thing, for soup and for hot beverages in the winter. And wow, it's weird. These little things. I didn't know there was a we had to get together and just make it like a little thing.
Hot and cold.
I'll just fucking coattail ride Johnny.
Well, listen, you guys can get all the info you need about Smithfield School app. You can go to johnnybench.com. You can go to @Johnny_bench5 on Twitter.
And the SmithfieldSchoolApp.com.
It's a really good thing, it's great, because it is depressing that fucking, teenagers are just fucking killing themselves over this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the happiest thing in the world.
No, we didn't have to deal with that growing up. We had other stuff, but, it wasn't constant.
Right.
But it's going to be a great app for, school closures. I mean, you got a problem. Right. You don't have to do it. You can report. You can get all, you're saying, what you got today? When's your test coming up? So I don't know, Dad. And then the next thing you go in, you open up the app and they say, your testing schedule by here. You got one on Wednesday. Let's get studying.
Right.
So it keeps the parents aware and alert. And it
you just lost every teenager that might want that app.
No more lying kids.
Oh, thank God. Thank God Dad will know when the test is coming.
No, they canceled it. Yeah. We don't have it today.
Oh, really? No, Dad. I don't know.
Don't mention that when you're trying to sell that to young people. Just keep it fucking.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in, man. And we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
All right.
And now, Jim Norton and Sam Roberts return.
Hey, thank you to Johnny Bench for stopping by. He was great.
Yeah, what a nice dude. But I didn't realize on Twitter that he was known for having giant hands. I just didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I'm looking at his fucking mitts. All I'm thinking is I would hate to get open hands slapped by Johnny Bench.
Johnny Bench. I wish he had slapped you after you asked him if he had multiple women at the same time.
Dude, he does not look like he's in his 70s.
No.
And that hand, he would literally knock you out, open hand slapping you in the face. He is a big dude. His hands are massive. But I guess to be a catcher that good and, it helps that big hands.
It's Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. We will...
I'm following our show account.
Yes, we'll tweet out photos and video of all that at Jim and Sam Show. Jim and Sam Show on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
And by the way, you know what else we'll do?
What?
We'll fix that picture, the back picture on Twitter, which has the back of my head and your face. We're going to fix that immediately.
I don't know who did it.
I know, but let's just say that, take a look at the Jim and Sam...
Is it not exactly...
It was taken from behind. Like, how about you get a moment where we're both just standing there? Take a look at the Jim and Sam background photo. There's already problems on this program. Let's take a look at it.
I don't see. It just blew.
Oh, it's on the online one. I don't like it.
I don't
like it.
Bit.
One bit.
Oh my God! Are you excited for the big vice presidential debate tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, you are? It's going to be so boring.
Yeah.
It's going to be tremendously boring. It's, I see it there.
Yeah.
It's a weird looking photo, too.
Yeah, it's a great photo of you and my head. Look at this. Who thought?
And then the back of your head is being blocked by the Twitter avatar anyway.
Who thought that was a good shot? What a terrible idea. Stop being such a...
Adrian, why would you put that photo up?
Because he's a Sam guy. Stop it.
Were you being a Sam guy?
Yeah.
Do you think that that's going to make Jim feel like he's like you're on his side?
I apologize, Jim.
It's okay. I'm not hurt. Just fix it. Get one of both of us.
It's still out there.
I don't like it.
Yeah, we don't look much like a couple in that photo.
Not at all. Sam's leaning forward, all intense. Although, in fairness, you literally look like a horror film character with the way the light is reflecting off your face. A horrible photo of you. You're much cuter than that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bad lighting. It's a terrible photo choice.
Yeah, Sam does not look nearly as good.
Terrible altogether. Yeah, should we bring in Pal?
Is she here?
Yeah, Pal and Russ are here. It's like I'm getting starstruck.
Ooh.
There they are.
The people from the TV show that we need. Hello.
Pow and Russ.
Meet you. How are you? Sit,
Hello.
sit.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
How's it going? This is unbelievable.
Make sure your headphones and stuff are on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been following your Instagram that you guys have been kind of seeing New York for the first time.
Yeah, the first time taking the subway.
What'd you think?
Busy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any creepers? Any creepers on the subway?
No, I don't know.
Not too bad.
No, I didn't feel any hands or anything, so it was fine.
So it was okay. Well, welcome to the show. We've been obsessed with 90 Day Fiancé, as I think you both know, from the beginning.
I think you guys are one of the last couples that actually are doing great. I mean, the rest of them are kind of in trouble, right?
Yeah, it really does appear.
Question mark, you know?
Right.
Oh, that's make us watch the show. All right.
Happily ever after. That's how you say.
I want to know. I'm obsessed with the guy from Cleveland and the Russian bride. I want to know what happened to
from your season.
Yeah,
with the guy
who smoked all the time.
Aziza.
Oh, yeah.
You called him Siggy Breath.
They're still together. Yeah.
Oh, all right, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, they're doing good.
Is he still smoking?
Yeah, I don't think he quit.
Yeah, she can't enjoy that.
No, I met a young lady from another country. Now, when you wanted to come and visit, did you need was it hard for you to come and visit? They're all laughing at me like I'm stupid.
Jim thinks that because he has a lady overseas that he just wants to hang out with here.
Yes, and have her come for a vacation.
And he thinks that there's like a lot of red tape to get around somebody vacationing.
Yeah, are you going to apply for the K1 visa? You're going to be a 90-day fiancé, Jim Norton?
No, I don't want to marry her. No.
Next season on, Jim Norton. And where is she from?
She is from, I say Colombia before, but she's not from Colombia.
Come on, we're hot.
Oh, Colombian women are awesome.
Yeah.
And so are other members of Colombians. Women and
Colombian people.
Colombian people are delightful.
I know we are.
But is it hard to get someone just to come over for a vacation?
Depends.
You can go with the tourist visa.
You can.
We applied for that twice and got denied.
See, that's what I'm worried about. Why'd you get denied?
Because I'm Colombian, I guess.
You have to show a lot of representation, like, they have to have like a tie back to their country. So they make sure they're going back to the country, like their job, money, something like that, studying.
Oh, so they need to have like something that makes their life, like I need to get back to my life over here. So they can't just come for like 5 days?
No, I don't think so.
Until you're approved, then there's nothing you can do.
It's really hard, though.
That's what I figured it was. Difficult to get here. I knew
but she's not Colombian, so you're fine. Yeah.
Why? Is Colombia the hard one?
I guess so.
Does this lady of yours have a job, though?
Yeah, she does, yes. Yes, she does.
So, wouldn't she have to get back home to
that
her
face says so much.
her place of employment?
But yes, she would have to get back to work.
Many times?
Yeah.
Yes, she would. Right back to work she's going. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Work or pleasure? What's the purpose of this trip? Well...
Yeah, we're just friends.
Yeah.
Just having a friend come.
Yeah.
But I knew it would be harder than they said. I knew it was going to be more difficult than they said it was going to be.
Do you watch the reunion show and realize that like your problems are really not bad? You know what I mean?
Oh, we were
because one of those other couples is a complete disaster on the show.
Which season are we talking about?
Yes.
Here?
The reunion show that's on right now, the Happily Ever After show.
Oh, the spin-off. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you know which one are they? Well, they're not a couple anymore, though.
I mean, you remember Muhammad and the large woman?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Mine's my favorite couple to watch now.
I haven't watched since your season. Like, I haven't seen the updates. I haven't seen any. I don't know what's happened in season 2.
That's better.
They're carrying it, that's for sure.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Muhammad decided, after getting married, to meet another young lady online and just moved to Florida with her.
To Miami.
Yeah.
But Danielle is doing the same now.
Who is?
She's Danielle. She's actually
went back for another one?
Younger.
Oh, yeah, good for her.
That guy looks like he's not from here, too.
That's the problem. Like, Danielle ends up like, oh, I got this date coming up tonight. And it's like this other, like, young, in-shape guy with an accent.
Yeah, he's got an accent. I noticed that, too.
What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm like, seriously, what's wrong with her? I don't know. I kind of like... I'm embarrassed.
I got hate mail from one of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from one of the girls from the show. You remember the one with the tattoos? And she was, I forget who she was related to.
Where's she from?
I don't remember. Midwest. Oh, Indianapolis,
Oh,
maybe.
I bet you it was Chelsea and
the singer?
The singer guy?
Or something?
I don't remember. The kid did the magic show. In one, do you remember that one?
Oh,
Magic
no, that
show.
was Lewis and...
yes.
Lewis and I can't remember.
Remember the ex-wife with the tattoos?
Oh, yeah.
She sent me
From our
a
season. That's from our
fucking
season.
nasty. Fuck you, talking about my kids. Oh, she didn't play games. But I actually felt bad because I was like, I had the kids. And we actually wound up talking it out online, and she was a fan. So I think she wound up coming to a show. I don't know if we met or not, or we were going to meet, but we didn't. But we worked it all out.
Sometimes you just spout off at the mouth, not
Yeah,
realizing
it doesn't mean
that people hear anything.
You forget there's real people attached to it. I mean, it's one of those things where you're just fucking around the radio, and it's like, oh, she's got kids, and she hates me. It felt all terrible.
Yeah, how did you
You're
guys...
terrible, Jim.
I know, I felt really bad.
How did you guys feel about your lives? Like, now everybody gets to have an opinion on them. Like, we get to go on the radio and just, like, goof on it, and Twitter gets to talk about it and all this
People
stuff.
on Twitter are mean.
They are mean?
They are mean.
They're terrible.
Ignorant and relentless, that's for sure.
They're mean to you, pal?
Yeah, sometimes.
Why?
Wow.
Why they
But
mean
I
to
know.
you?
I think actually the first season they were really mean. They were calling me like really bad names. I learned like really bad words.
Like, what were they calling you?
Like gold digger and all that shit.
Oh my
Seriously. But I'm like, right now people actually are really related. And
They've been
like,
nicer?
Yeah.
Okay.
This time now, let's see the next episode. Let's see what they think about it.
Well, you can't say gold digger now because you're married for 3 years, so it's kind of hard to say that after all that time. It's like you
Yeah.
can't claim that it's just for a visa if you're still married.
And you started doing those workout Instagram videos.
The booty workout.
That's right. And once the booty workout videos went up, I'm assuming the criticism went down.
Jim, are you gonna do booty workouts with me?
I certainly would, yeah. I'm trying because too many people have been able to pull their finger out, so I really want to tighten my grip.
You want to go back to being the one finger kid?
Yeah, I want to rip off. I want to rip off press-on nails. That's my goal.
You're gonna be my first. I'm gonna train you first, okay?
Yeah, it's funny. The whole trainer thing. Like, I have 2 trainers that I use, and it helps because it makes me actually go. Because a lot of times I don't want to go, and I'm like, fuck, I have to because she's going to be there and she's going to charge me if I don't go. So I want to going.
But it's always a female, right?
Yeah, but it's only because, believe me, it's I don't want a male energy. I deal with male energy all day. It's all men. I didn't mean to point at you, Mister. I didn't see it back there. But it's nice to have a female energy.
Is she hot?
Both happen to be very attractive, yeah.
That's a weird coincidence.
Yeah.
That's so odd
Yeah,
the way that
I
turns
dated
out.
one, too. I actually wound up dating one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
then
a really
she
good
Googled me,
motivation.
and that was the end of that. She's like, you like what? Well,
Yeah, I hope she's not listening to you right now.
No, she's probably working. So is that what you do? Are you full-time training?
Yeah, I'm doing the modeling, acting, and sometimes like training people.
Yeah, no, I know you're doing the acting, and you were getting some stuff, which is good. But
A little bit in Oklahoma.
But Oklahoma's a hard place to act. I mean, there's not a lot of opportunities, and
That's what the show's about.
Oh, why are you yelling at me?
She wants-
I'm just a boy trying to make an opinion.
She wants to go to Miami, right?
Yes, that's the idea.
Yeah, Miami, New York, or L.A. One of those 3 places if you're going to act.
I'm about New York and L.A.
You don't like? Why don't you like Miami? Small bathing suits?
No, I'm okay with that.
You're okay. Okay.
Why don't you like Miami?
I think there's more opportunity for me for my job, my career in L.A.
Okay. Which is what?
Oil and gas.
Okay.
That makes sense. What's it been like for you, Russ? A guy who just works in like oil and gas and stuff, just a dude, to now do this show, have the wife, who now your wife wants to be like a model actress person. Like, you've been inundated with show business, and it wasn't at all
never in my
anything in your
life
wheelhouse
was I
before.
ever considering that. No.
So what's-
no oil and gas. I've come from a conservative background.
Yeah.
I mean,
Too much.
I worked on the rig. That's all. It was just I'm surrounded by guys. Of course, it's testosterone everywhere. And then suddenly I've got this hot wife. I love her to death, but yeah, I'm a little protective of her.
Yeah.
People in Miami are crazy.
Oh, so, you know what it is? You're not used to the Latin guys in Miami. They behave a little differently than like just the conservative folks.
they're
in
a lot more
Oklahoma.
They stop the car in
They
the
have
middle
no-
of the road.
no filter.
Like, serious, to just say hello to me. Like, for
While you
real.
guys are together?
No, I was
Oh,
alone,
okay.
actually.
That's gotta feel nice, though.
No, kind of creepy. I even
Kinda
people from the
creepy.
window, like, saying things, and I'm like, this reminds me of Colombia. Like, for real.
Yeah, but it's not shocking to you, though. Like, if you're in
No.
Miami, you're not thrown by it, right?
No.
Did you feel comfortable when you went to Colombia to visit her? Did you feel safe?
I mean, I lived there.
Oh.
So
For a short
no,
time.
she took me to places that I was not ever safe.
Oh, really?
Crazy places, yeah.
Like where? Like certain clubs or whatever?
Like downtown Bogota, where you know,
Yes.
crime is very prevalent.
Did you have any problems?
Colombia is safe there.
I'd say her brother protected me with a knife in front of him. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, you had an issue.
No, I wouldn't say an issue. Just
He went to a
bodyguards.
stadium and they made him take his belt off, because he wasn't, he didn't, how do you say, he wasn't able to wear the belt in the stadium because
they
it was
took it as a weapon.
Yeah.
Was there like a big belt buckle or something?
No, you can't wear a belt, period.
At all.
That's a weapon. Like they patted me down 3 times.
You will slap
Then we
someone
get
in
in
the
there and
back.
everyone's smoking joints. I mean, they didn't care about the drugs. They just
Care
wanted
about
no
the
weapons
weapons.
around.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bogota's a little, that seems like it's a little, kidnapping would scare me.
So they're trying to
Not
take.
like that.
How did that become a problem though? Because you didn't want to give your belt up.
I mean, I asked someone
His
to
pants was
cover
big.
it for me, and it was stolen in the end. I was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, watch this for me," and then
Gone.
Never
They took
see
off.
that belt again.
Gone.
You asked someone to watch your belt outside
Yeah,
the
watch
Colombian
my belt.
Stadium? That's very optimistic of you, Russ.
it was.
I want this belt when I get back in 2 hours.
Then you go back there. Remember, I asked you to watch that belt. No.
No, I don't.
Oh no. This.
It's probably just from Target belt, so
Okay.
no big deal.
But I get why they would take it. I mean, if they think it's going to
They can turn around. Some American gave it to me. Turn around for $50.
They were actually looking at him like, what are you doing here?
Oh, not a lot of Americans there?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Like I'm a target for sure.
Yeah. It just, come on.
But no, he's right.
I'm a gringo, straight up.
Yeah. What parts of Colombia is that not a problem in?
I mean, there's different areas of Bogota that you could go, but
It's like in
they
here in
took
New
us
York.
downtown.
They just, I was asking about where I can go, and people's like, don't go to Bronx, like to the Bronx.
Right.
And I'm like, I want to go there. They go, I don't know. And they're like, no, you shouldn't go there. It's the same in Bogota.
But you're with a beautiful woman, too. It's like if you were with like a 200-pound or 250-pound woman, nobody would care. You probably would. They're probably like, look at that great American coming down.
How did they
strong and true American?
How did they feel about that in Colombia? That you were with a Colombian woman?
No, they looking at him like me. I'm like a normal other
Yeah,
girl.
I'd say
in
I
there.
was more the eye candy there.
You think so?
Candy.
Did the Colombian women like that? Like they want an American
Oh yeah,
guy?
they dig it.
Oops.
So I'd say go to Colombia.
You're single though.
I don't know where I would go, though. Like, where would I go? I just saw Narcos. I
Go
don't
to
know.
Medellin.
I'm very scared to go there.
Medellin, yeah, there's areas of Medellin that you don't want to ever go to.
There are, right?
The cartel is still there, yeah.
They are. But do they kidnap? They probably don't just kill you. They probably kidnap you.
Yeah.
They've got the.
That's
I mean,
right,
they
that's
had that whole peace treaty.
You're
they're trying to
scary
deal with
there.
right
now they're not going to go to Colombia. Shut up.
This is not great for Colombian tourism.
No, it's really
Go
good.
to Cartagena. Great.
Yeah.
Beautiful city.
How about Cali?
Cali's good. It's on the beach.
No, I don't recommend Cali.
Why?
No,
Talk to
that's-
Colombia now.
No, that's not the place that you want to go. Bogota is fine in certain areas, and Medellin is really good, and Cartagena. But Cali,
Not good.
No.
Nah,
Did you like Narcos or no?
yeah, I already finished it.
The Cali
and-
cartel's about to come stepping
That's
up.
what you say, Cali.
What's that?
Now they're just talking about the cartel de Cali.
Yeah, but they were bigger than, as they say, Medellin. They were. I always say the Medellin cartel, but their Cali was
Yeah, the Pauli's already dead. So.
What did you think when Jim Norton reached out to you about using one of your bathing suits for his ice bucket
my God, I
challenge
forgot
video?
that I wore your bathing
Because if
suit
you
for that.
recall, when the ice bucket challenge was a thing, Jim did it in a POW from 90 Day Fiance bathing suit.
I forgot that I was wearing the bathing suit.
Yeah.
I thought I brought that myself.
Oh my gosh, there it is.
Now, Russ, when you see that, does that make a little bit of your insecurity go
no.
away?
No, I don't think that would. A mushy man in his wife's top. No, I think it's hilarious.
Who are you hanging out with? Well,
I don't know. I think it was hilarious.
if you want to.
You have good boobs, though.
Thank you very much. The shadow really did make me look a lot bigger titted than I am.
Yeah.
The audio is terrible.
That was Club Soda Kenny. His ears are no good.
Yeah, no, this is bad.
Yeah.
But at least you had the body to pull it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, and there he is.
Oh, that's me. Huh. It was really nice, actually. We have a great time there.
That was fun. Yeah, you came to the show.
Definitely looks better on me, though.
Yeah, you look better in it, I think.
Next time, maybe to wear the other part.
There was a scene on exactly the bottoms.
Yes.
Would you like to fill out the bottoms of that bikini?
I certainly would.
There was a scene during that first season of the show when you were in Russ's house and you walked down to breakfast in a teddy.
Yeah.
Was that legit?
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
It's comfortable, I don't see a big deal about it.
We didn't go for that. No, we didn't approve of that. at
No,
all.
we don't
It's
like
terrible.
that. Yeah.
I was just meeting, for the first time his parents, so I didn't know actually how they were. And now I know, so I should wear something more
Yeah, I
overall
guess.
myself.
Yeah, the parents are a bit more conservative. Are they religious, your parents?
Yeah.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Your dad has to pretend to have a problem with it. Like, oh, no, we don't want to see that. No, we don't want to.
We live in the Bible Belt. What do you expect?
Yeah. So what are you going to do? Are you going to stay in Miami? I would prefer of those three. I think that LA or New York is by far the best. I agree with you. I think that of those three, even for what you want, New York or Los Angeles.
Miami is good for like modeling, you know, but like acting, I will say New York. But
and LA.
She'll definitely fit in Miami. I mean, it's a Latin.
My Latin people. That's what I did.
Yeah, but isn't it harder to stand out if there's all Miami models? Like if there's a million, isn't it like you want to be more unique?
That's a good point.
But you know what? You're unique. You know, it's like
exactly. Look where I am. I'm a flop.
True.
No, I think I can make it. I already have a good opportunities in there already. So
okay.
I noticed on this week's episode, on the preview for next week's episode, it involved Pow doing some topless work.
It's implied pictures. It's not topless.
But you were not wearing a top.
I was wearing my hands. You know?
Right. You didn't actually show nipple.
No. I wouldn't go that far. Though.
No, but they were out.
Yeah.
They're implying nudity.
Yeah. How did you feel about that, Russ?
The biggest thing for me was she never, consented with me about it. She
let you know that it was going to happen.
Came forward about it. I mean, in the end, the pictures look great. She looks beautiful.
Right.
I mean, make some money, but you got to talk to the boss first, in my opinion.
I'm the boss, though.
Okay, so that's where there is a difference of opinion.
Now there's an opinion of who's the boss.
Right. You're the boss of your own titties, you're saying. It's not up to...
You're saying it's power me. So do you have the struggle like, hey, man, in my house growing up, the man was in charge and you have to now put up with this independence?
This is a huge shift on what I've grew up on, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's what happened when you
the
actually marry a
lot
foreign.
more dominant, and this one's got a very dominant personality.
Yeah, I saw on an episode, Russ gave her like a sentimental birthday gift. He gave her a Nerf gun, and she was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Like, seriously, yeah.
Gag gift.
Why a Nerf gun?
Why he was thinking about it?
I was trying to go with the toss thing,
Right.
I thought about getting her a real gun, but after even getting the Nerf gun, the first thing she did, she shot me in the head. So, do I really want to give her a real gun yet? I don't think so.
It was really uncomfortable though, because it was like, he was like, "Oh, here's this fun birthday gift." She's like, "This is bullshit." She just like threw it aside. Exactly.
What did you want
in
for
front
a
of
gift?
all his like friends and everything?
Something different than a stupid gift.
Don't forget the I got her a little crystal necklace right there.
Come on, a toy.
That she was wearing in the scene.
Yeah, he gave me a necklace, but like at the end of the night when all my friends was around me, it's like he gave me a
shitty gun. Like it's
so you start with the gag gift, then you end with the nice gift. That's a lesson
he's
learned.
learning. Let's see what he's gonna give me next year.
Give the jewelry in front of the friends, right? Because then all your friends are like, "Did he really just give you? Was he deadbeat? He gave you a Nerf gun?"
That's how they perceived it,
right?
That's for sure.
And because she's like, "Get the fuck out of here with this."
I didn't know what was that. Like, what is this? And I was like, something for his childhood, and I'm like. Sometimes you forget that I'm Colombian. Like, come on, I don't play with that shit anymore.
Yeah, that's right. And you didn't pick up on the fact that toss. You put the guns.
No, I'm I'm over that shit.
I don't know what toss means.
That's what she does with the gun. Like she puts her fingers like guns and goes toss.
It's a celebration, It's like a toss. Like, this is so good, but I'm over that.
Yeah, but you weren't celebrating that day.
No, I'm not.
No, you were not.
I got put down.
Yeah,
quickly.
And how long did it take you to get used to the fact that instead of like when if someone laughs, they instead of HAHA they put JAJA and it's like ja. I'm like, what does that mean? What does that mean?
I still read it as ja.
Yeah, ja.
Someone actually told me like, hey, do you know that in America it's like with an H? And I'm like, well, I'm still Colombian.
Right, you have not fully embraced the American.
I'm like, come on, I can't do that.
So what would it be in Spanish with the HAHA? Just
like a laugh. Like a laugh. That's it. Come on. It's just a Spanish laugh. That's it.
Now that it's been like 3 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Does Pal fit more in at home and with your friends and all that stuff, or are they or is
No, I wouldn't.
No.
Russ is shaking his head and Pal is vomiting.
No.
It's the honest thing to me, because like I've seen like a struggle for like I'm the dominant man and you're like, well, I'm not changing, but I've never seen it go for 3 years. Like it's always there. It's never like angry, but it's always just like, no, we're not going to do it that way. And just omnipresent. It's very odd.
We fight behind the doors. So
You do.
no one
We got to
can
get
see
out of
that.
Oklahoma. It's pretty clear.
I don't like it.
Even you're finally yeah.
I mean, Oklahoma's my home, and it always will be. But
maybe a good home to visit.
Are you a little tired of it?
Just to visit.
You a little sick of Oklahoma to be
I mean,
at this point?
yeah. When I went to Columbia, and lived there, I wanted to get out, and then the job brought me back to Oklahoma. So it was just like, this is my job, this is my opportunity, this is what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
And then here we are now looking for other opportunities.
So where do you? So you go out on rigs, right? Like, do you do like oil rigs and stuff?
I did, yeah.
Okay. So,
Currently, if you haven't been following, apparently haven't. No, I'm unemployed right now.
Okay, and
the oil industry is in shambles.
Yeah, I'm the one who's working right now.
The economy's crap right now, especially in Oklahoma.
So what else can you do?
I got to get out of Oklahoma.
Oh, it's out of there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And go back to where there's oil. Because now Pow's got to sit there and do shitty, like, raceway modeling. Like, she's got to show up to little, like races and be like, here's this, here's that.
You just have to be on your feet for so many hours, and, like, a lot of people just staring at you in, like, creepy way, and, like,
Right.
I'm like, no, I'm too old for this.
What's raceway mod? Is that when you go to a raceway and just do? Is that pretty much what it sounds like? You're at a raceway.
Yeah, you just stand there and, like, you got, like, some product across your chest, and then everybody just kind of stares at you, but it's your job, so...
Yeah. Smile and just give the trophies and all those things. Sometimes it's fun, but it's like at the end of the night, you just don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, I get that would be a little draining. I mean, I've done it before.
You've done raceway modeling?
I certainly have.
That's so cool.
I just didn't recognize the name.
Yeah, of course. I probably wasn't using a professional term.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a bit of an outsider to the whole culture.
So how long have you been without a gig?
About 6 months now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So is there like hope on the horizon or what?
I think we got to get out, and that's why she's pushing for Miami. Establishing a residency somewhere else will help me find something, but, oil and gas-wise, there's nothing in Miami for me there.
Here's what you do, though. Go to Miami, and it's like this wacky fish out of water thing, and then the show is like, Russ and Powell go to Miami, and you've got to rope in this chick, and then you get paid to do the show. That's your job now. You're a reality star by profession.
Now you have to fit in Miami, because it's a lot of, like...
That'll be the reality right there.
Right.
They speak Spanish in Miami. Like, seriously, a lot.
Yeah.
It's hard to find actually people who speak English in there.
So you would forget, like, you probably learn you forget all the English that you learned.
Yeah.
But there's also like
not that good anymore.
a lot of Haitians too. A lot of Haitians down there in Miami. There's a Miami Improv we talked to at the comedy club, and they said that they had to move it. Just because, Haitian guys were showing up and heckling. Nobody wanted to work there. That's what I heard.
Were the Haitian guys bad hecklers?
Yes, I imagine they were not pleasant. They were like hardcore guys. Yeah, they were like fucking thugs.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Oh my God. So what else is gonna go on this season on the show?
A lot of drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you watch the other seasons?
We have to.
With the season 4, it records with the ever after portion.
Right. So you watch the.
So I got to fast forward through.
Yeah.
And it's hard now. Every time it gets like even worse and worse and worse with the couples.
Oh, they're
it's
terrible. They're like.
It's like wow. Seriously. Wow.
Because they were like, because the first season everyone kind of ended okay, and they were like, we can't keep doing TV like this. We need more disasters.
They
more and more scandalous.
All six got married, right? If I remember correctly, all 6 couples.
I think so.
I don't think anyone has never got married on the show.
Oh,
one got divorced.
Was that
something? No, they got a split. Like they're not together anymore.
Which one?
Danielle and Mohammed.
No, they're still they're still married.
They're still married, but living in separate different
Mohammed's
states.
just doing his thing. Yeah.
They're living in separate states, so it's like, hey, come on.
They're separated. They're not divorced. There's no legal.
Well, it's not, of course not, but it's still like, hey, that's not a couple.
So what's the green card laws now? Like, are you like Pow? Are you like good to go now as an American, or do you or like have you separated?
No, the first one is 2 years resident, and now the one that I'm waiting is for 10 years.
So you have to be here for 10 years?
No, it will let her stay for 10 years.
Yes.
Oh.
But after I get that one, I can actually apply for the citizenship.
Oh,
so I
see.
can become an American. But
okay.
Russ, is there anything in the back of your head that's like, look, I know when the next cutoff point is. I mean, it's 3 years is a long time.
Maybe that's why I'm trying to hold back from Miami.
Right, yeah, we'll move to Miami after I know that this is locked in.
Yeah, can't you guys compromise and go Oklahoma to L.A., and then if you like that, then you go to Miami?
I don't have anything going on in LA.
Well, me neither.
It's like, what am I supposed to do? I don't have any contacts or anything. In Miami, I do. So it's like a better option for me to go to Miami instead of LA.
So are you getting good gigs acting and stuff?
Yeah.
I know you did a commercial, which was great.
I do a local commercial in Oklahoma. I have done others with the different companies, and that little role that I did for the U.S. Army, there is an interactive filming.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't a commercial. That was actually like for a movie.
Okay.
Yeah, which, oh my gosh, I feel so embarrassed with my English.
Why? That's not good. She showed me I thought her English was fine.
It's hard to see myself like, because I was really nervous when I was doing it, and I'm like, I feel so embarrassed. But
Did they tell you to do it better?
no, that's like it's what it is.
That was like one of their first gigs when she first
Yeah.
started doing in Oklahoma City.
I always get nervous. I always like to put it down on myself because, come on, this is how I speak.
Oh, wait, who was the, I forgot there was that other girl who was a model, too. Who was the little tiny girl?
Oh, the little Brazilian girl?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she was super cute.
Yeah, she was lovely.
Oh, yeah, she
You
was.
think I'm conservative? She's married to a Mormon, so.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
So
That's
he
right.
was holding her back quite a bit.
Is
Yes.
he really?
Yes, remember, their kissing was very awkward on television. I remember
Yeah,
that.
I think you could actually hear, sexy.
Yeah. Were you happy with the way you were portrayed, or the way Pow was portrayed? Because I felt like, and I was happy with it, but every scene on that first season, I felt like Pow was either in like a bathing suit or a teddy in the kitchen or whatever it was. Like, were you happy with the way it came out?
The first season, no, I wasn't.
Why not?
But I think I'm actually getting like more like bikini shots in this season than the first one. So I think I look better right now.
You didn't like that you were in a bikini the entire.
No, the first season I was like a drunk person or something. Like, not that I'm not, but
Was that in the editing, or was that just what you were doing?
I just like tequila.
Right.
But no, it just was too much. Like, yeah, didn't like it that much. The first one. This one, I'm really happy with what's going on in this season.
I mean, I feel like they were pushing hard on, like, this season. They were asking her. I don't think they even showed this one, but we did a iFly where you do the indoor skydiving.
Right.
They wanted her to pull down her zipper, make it look sexy, and she's like, "No, this is not sexy outfit at all."
How am I gonna do that? Like, come on.
I feel like they were pushing sexy on this season than.
Yeah,
In the
sometimes
first
it's not
season.
that much.
But you know what? If they're pushing for you to do it, that means you probably have a great career in modeling and acting and things like that, right?
Not sexy way.
Right. Yeah.
That's kind of sleazy TV. All right, show your cans while you're skydiving. No one shows their breasts when they skydive. And I love breasts, but not when someone's skydiving.
Plus, it's like so obvious when you're watching.
Yeah.
It's like there's Pow skydiving with her tits just like all out, and it's like
language.
This is obviously done with the television audience in mind. Like, there's no way she would have made that choice.
No, it's like, come on.
It's like the least comfortable thing you could have done.
Yeah.
Well,
No, my husband actually said, no, hell no.
When can people watch it and where? Because I didn't see it. I've not seen the new one, but I will watch
Are
it.
you really?
I will watch it, yeah.
It's good. You can watch it Sundays at 10 p.m. on TLC.
Okay.
And I remember telling you guys about the first season and being like, it's like the craziest thing you've ever seen on TV, and it's become like one of TLC's biggest franchises.
It is.
I like season 4 still. I'm still on board. So that's what I do on Sunday. I watch the new one, and then I watch the Happily Ever After.
And people blame you, actually, saying, like, I'm watching this show because of Jim Norton. Come on.
Well, we watched it, the season 1 I watched with you guys, but I never watched after.
No, you just go to Happily Ever After.
Happily Ever After?
I know. I was hoping the film crew would be in here and we'd get on TLC, but no, just no luck.
They already did this. The show's on. It's over. Like, they filmed it.
Oh, they're not just. Oh, I thought they were still doing it. I don't know how TV works.
They filmed the show already.
Radio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. All right.
Well, thank you, Russ and Pow, for joining. You can also follow them on Twitter, Pow, P-A-O, 8705, and Rusty Nail, 624. You can also follow Pow on Instagram, which is highly recommended, at Paola, P-A-O-L-A _ Mayfield. Thank you both for coming in.
Thank you guys for inviting us.
Appreciate you having us on.
And this is where we end the show, Jim.
We're done. So I'm going to be in D.C. at the Lincoln Theater Friday night. I think it's an 8 o'clock show. So just go to jimnorton.com for tickets, and I'll have a whole bunch of new stuff to announce. And hopefully people like the show today. It's our first actual show being, because we're a couple as well. So it's our first show as a husband and wife almost.
Right. And we do husband and husband. I don't know why you always say it that way. It's so
Always
bitchy of you. But
wife.
But yes, I hope everybody enjoyed. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Jim and Sam Show. The replay starts immediately, so if you didn't hear the show from the beginning, you listen as soon as the show's over, and then again from 9 to midnight Eastern here on the channel. Thank you all.
And also thank you to, of course, Russ and Powell and the great Johnny Bench.
Yes.
And Anthony Cumia.
Yes, Anthony Cumia,
could
too.
not have been happier to hear from.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Bye.
This has been Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.